Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Mage the Ascension, 1999. I'm your storyteller, Kelly. Welcome back to the 90s, folks. We're going to party like it's 1999 because it is 1999 here on Dork Tales. This is Onyx Path Con 2023, but we're using the time sphere to bring us back 24 years to, the Y2K, to a lot of fun. It's going to be good. Some of us were alive. Actually, we were all alive then. Some of us were just in elementary school. Or not, actually, in 99. Some of us were not even in elementary school. And some of us were... Some of us were in high school. So hey folks, how's it going? I'm your storyteller, Kelly. I use he and him as my pronouns, and I'm excited to be here at the end of Onyx Path Con once again, back on Dork Tales, our home base. I'm the head storyteller over at Dork Tales. It's my baby, and I love my baby. And I love all of you. I think we're going to have a fantastic time today. We're going to be playing some Mage the Ascension, and we're going to be getting into it in just a minute after a couple of just intros and hellos. So is junior kindergarten a thing? Wow, I didn't know that.
In Ontario it was. They didn't have preschool, they had junior kindergarten, and I was in that.
So what we are going to do is go around. I want you to introduce who you are, where we can find you, and tell me about your character. Let's go ahead and just do this in the normal order, because we basically this is the Mage cast in their normal spots, but with a special guest today. Starting with Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and today I'm playing Phoenix, our virtual adept cyberpunk. So this is kind of fun. I had a lot of fun with makeup today, and I had a lot of fun in finding my old tech with my little slide phone from ages ago.
All right. Over in the corner, we have Amy.
Why, hello, that is me. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, and I'm channel regular, blah, 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 etc. And I am playing Imogen Kala, the Verbena T-Witch individual person. Also she, her. Yeah.
Nice. And Jen has told me a lot about your character, and it is ridiculous. So I'm excited to
It's
play
actually,
with them.
they chose fewer things than I thought they were going to. So
nice.
The concept changed.
A little bit, only a tiny bit.
Okay. All right. Well,
you didn't take the true love merit, so
you did.
No, I took something slightly different.
Oh, damn it! I love that the best.
You can treat it that way.
I know you took a companion, right? Okay. So down in the corner, let's go say hi to Jen.
Hey, I'm Jen. You can find me here on Dork Tales. I use she, her pronouns. You can also find me on my podcast, Paradox and Mage the Ascension podcast, where I talk about Mage the Ascension. Yay. And today I will be playing Sharon Thomas, our Euthanatoy Chakravanti, who has been doing this a while and now has to deal with all these young folks and is like,
All right. The baby of our Victorian era mage game is now all grown up and a full-fledged mage player. Hello, Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and you can find me here mostly on Dork Tales. And today I am playing Ian Sarah. He uses he, him pronouns, and he is part of the Akashic Brotherhood. He is a nerdy, geeky kid, young adult who has this outer appearance of being a total like geek nerd loser. But I have the merits physically impressive. So he is really ripped underneath all that nerddom. He trains hard with practicing Do, and he has katanas that he uses. So he's kind of a nerd, but then he's like also a nerd about his tradition. So when that busts out, just rips off the shirt and just like a full six-pack just going.
So you Clark Kented it?
Yeah, I Clark Kented it. Exactly.
Nice.
He reads anime, but and he's just totally kind of turned into a little bit
manga.
Of an anime. I read manga. Sorry, I'm a
hard G or hard
manga
and manga.
Manga.
You watch those Chinese cartoons, right? This is 99.
Chinese. Yeah, the Japanimation.
Japanimation on Toonami.
I'm excited to play him
damn.
because I am excited to do some like cool weapons shit with magic.
Oh god, and dough. It's a thing. And last but not least, also doing cool magic shit is our very own Millie.
Hi, I guess speaking of Japanimation. Hi, I'm Millie and/or Bunny Hearted. I'm not an anime. I don't know what you're talking about. But my pronouns are she and her or they and them. Today I'm playing Stella, our, I guess, resident member of the Celestial Chorus, who is now inventing the hashtag in order to say hashtag not a cultist. It's definitely not running a cult, despite having several dots in cult. And I have taken my favorite merit, I think, so far in M20. This is my first time ever playing M20, so I'm very excited to be poking back into Mage. But I'm taking Self-Confident, which is just completely ridiculous.
Oh, self-confidence is the best merit.
I know. Okay. Just the sentence. When spending willpower to get an automatic success, you don't even need to lose that willpower point unless something goes horribly wrong. But of course, nothing would go horribly wrong. So
I had that on my my character for Ravnos Archon's game over on McStabber Studios, and he was a nightmare because of it. So I look forward to you being a nightmare.
I look forward to being a nightmare.
All right, so folks, this game is set in Seattle in 1999 because it's the big city that I know the best from the late 90s, and also because we're Canadians, and it would either be set in Vancouver. I don't know, Vancouver in the 90s. I would just have Kel Bell like texting me the entire game, being like, "No, that was over there," the entire game. So, I did ask Kel Bell for some information on late 90s scene culture. So thank you very much, Kel, for providing that. And so getting some knowledge of the Pacific Northwest when I was still just a teenage anime punk. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns before we begin? As I said in our private chat, y'all are going to be starting with quintessence equal to your avatar plus your prime rating plus any node that you may have, because nodes are still a thing. Quick reminder, this is pre-Avatar Storm, so those of you with Spirit don't have to worry about that.
Yes, so
Right?
I
Well,
spent
that's
a freebie
exciting.
point to get 4 dots of Quint as well.
Nice.
So
Oh yeah, you got tons. Is it 4 points or 5 points that you get for the freebie?
I think it was 1 for 4 is what it said on in Mage
Okay,
20.
cool. Yeah,
So,
do it. Pay for the extra.
quick question about the freebie
Yeah.
points. Christine, did you take extra freebie points as the thing?
Is that what thing?
Because I'm curious about spending. I feel like I may have thought I've spent too much freebie points or not enough freebie points.
I spent my freebie points.
Because I think I have the same amount of spheres as me, and I did math. I could only take.
So Kelly gave us an
One.
extra sphere
Yeah.
just now.
Or if you couldn't go up in the spheres, you had a choice of a extra sphere or freebies.
But I'm talking because you get 15, right?
Yeah.
You have 15 freebies.
Yeah.
And the new sphere dot costs 7, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So 15 plus 8 to bring your
Aratea.
avatar.
Yeah, so
Aratea.
So if you don't take any flaw points, you can start off with Avatar, or pardon me, or Arete 3 and 7 dots of spheres.
So that's what I was asking you for, because I think I still have the 7. took also 7 flaws. So do I have an extra 7 points of freebies still?
Did you buy merits?
Merits and flaws cancel out,
Yeah.
basically.
So,
So I don't think
if
it
you
cancels
spent
out
those
anything
points
else, just merits and flaws.
Okay.
Yeah. So merits cost freebies, and flaws give you freebies.
Yeah.
Basically,
So I think you took a full like seven merits, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that then flaw points don't add anything.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
But you have all those merits. So,
So I didn't take very many merits personally, but I canceled them out with flaws. I just didn't feel like any of them were quite right for the character, so I didn't take more.
so long as nobody took Mayfly Curse, that's all I care about.
No. I want a little
Mayfly
bit
Curse,
dex,
for those who don't know, means
dex
you
and
die
a little bit
and,
of
like,
computer
you age like
aptitude.
Jack. All
So
right.
yeah, you can take a full 7 merits, but I just decide not to.
Yeah. Any other questions? Nice. Okay. So folks, we're gonna be. I experimented a bit tonight, because while I think that ChatGPT is particularly problematic in certain elements, for a storyteller, it can be pretty useful. So I actually used it to populate the city earlier. So for those of you who are looking to do some experimentation with ChatGPT to make it do some lifting that would normally take a storyteller a lot of time, I am pretty pleased with it in using it to do things like this. For example, all of the names that are used in this game, including illicit substances, were created by ChatGPT with a please note, we do not endorse illegal activities subtext. This is truly fictional. But I used it to generate 25 male and female names in the Seattle area in 1999, reflecting the city's demographic diversity. And it was able to do that in 5 seconds. So it was pretty fun. It did the math for me, and I double checked. It looks like it's all pretty accurate to the various ethnicities in the census. It was pretty cool. Okay, so if we are about good to go, I think it is probably time to begin. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Mage the Ascension 1999. It's a normal night in 1999. Y2K is looming on the horizon, and it's a very warm day in Seattle, Washington. Well, very warm evening, I should say. It's Friday, June 18th, 1999. And a lot of you have all gathered at the very end of a little weekly event that occurs down at Tea and Tales. Now, Tea and Tales it's a bookstore, it's a tea shop, and it's a repository of many cats, if I'm not mistaken. And as we are all here, you all have worked together before. You are an established cabal that have done various mage workings around the city. There's a lot of buzz going on right now among the traditions. People getting pretty pissy, pretty upset, because the World Trade Organization is going to be coming in here in just a few months for a giant symposium. Being the rebellious people that awakened mages are, there's a lot of talk among the more rebellious of you about disrupting those events. A veritable battle in Seattle looms on the horizon. And if the technocracy thinks they're going to stop you, they got another thing coming. As the camera pans in, we head into the very end of Poetry Night. Now, how late does the shop stay open, Imogen, seeing that this is your shop?
So for general hours, it closes at about 6 or 7, I think. But then if we have special events like Poetry Night, it probably stays open till about 8.
Okay. So, quick question to everybody. How often or how early are you showing up to the event? So it lasts until about 8 o'clock. It's dark outside, it's warm. There's a couple of oscillating fans inside of this room that are blowing around the smell of old books and herbal teas around the area, but it's kind of sticky in here, as a port town can get. Who would have come for say 7 o'clock?
I think Stella would be 15 minutes early.
Okay. Sounds good. So you were meant to meet up after the shop closed at 8, and Imogen doesn't really have to do much closing duties besides locking up the register, which, aside from the cafe portion of it, she probably did pretty early. So what about Phoenix? Would you be here on time, or would you be here kind of right toward the end?
I feel like somewhere in the middle, towards the end. She's not reliably on a schedule. It's not easy to find her.
Okay. So maybe kind of stealing one of the Ethernet ports on the wall and working in a corner?
Yeah, probably. She's probably got one of those really beat up kind of backpacks, little laptop of some sort. Probably a bit of a brick. Could do some serious bodily damage if she threw it at you.
Nice.
And she's got a Walkman, of course.
Of course. Well, a Discman.
See, my CD player Discman was called a Sony Walkman. So
okay, it was the actual brand.
Yeah.
Fancy.
But it was a CD player. And it
Okay.
skipped like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they do. They had the anti-skip protection that never worked.
Mhm.
Sharon, would you get there early?
Sharon gets there exactly when she's supposed to be there. She is entropy 3.
Oh, perfect. All right, so you're going to be getting there about 15 minutes before it's meant to wrap. And finally, Ian. What time would Ian get there? Or would Ian be performing any type of haiku?
Oh goodness gracious. What character, what attribute would be
Expression?
Expression for sure.
Yeah, okay, I have 2 dots in expression.
I would also allow I would also allow enigmas if you wanted to be really weird with it, but I think expression's better.
I don't have enigmas. I have expression and yeah, he has some charisma and he's on appearance. He's pretty good looking for appearance. So yeah, he's actually probably doing a like haiku or some sort of like slam poetry.
Sounds
there.
good.
So he's probably
Well,
early.
So you, by luck of the draw, because I feel like Ian's got bad luck, you ended up by random draw is how they do it. They have a big fish bowl at the front of the room that has no fish in it, but it's used for slips of paper to put people's names in, and they draw your place in the night. And you have not been drawn. It seems like you are going to be going last. And as we phase in, Phoenix is typing in the corner, not paying attention. Sharon, you are just walking in the door, and there is a very, very heavy-set Hispanic man standing up on the stage. He's in his early 20s. He's got like a full goatee Van Dyke trimmed. It's a little bit like shaggy on the bottom. His hair is buzzed on the sides and kind of like a high crew top. And he's very large. Honestly, he looks like he's trying to like carry a beanbag under that button-up bowler shirt, the way that he kind of hangs in. But man, Diego's a cool guy. Always full of laughs, always full of great vibes. And as he's standing up there, he kind of looms in the distance. And I have to ask you a quick question. Is Diego, did he just get broken up with? Is he writing about the zeitgeist? Or is he a political activist?
Heartbreak?
Heartbreak? Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
1999.
he's holding...
I vote
That's
Heartbreak.
fair. So he's holding the mic and he goes, "Oh, breakup blues, my heart's in pieces. Lost love, shattered dreams, my soul releases. We were a flame, burning so bright, but now it's dark, like eternal night. Your love was like a hurricane's force, but now it's gone. I am off course, like a shipwrecked sailor on a stormy sea. I'm drowning in sorrow. Can't you see me? You are my sunshine, my guiding light. Now I am lost in endless night. Every memory a painful sting as I try to mend this broken wing. I write sad poetry, paint them with blue, because without you my world, it is askew. I will heal in time, find love anew, and these slam poems will be memory too." And he kind of backs off the stage, does a bow. Some people are kind of giving a little
Snap,
like,
snap,
yeah.
snap.
Okay. Imogen. So everybody kind of goes and draws that, kind of like gives the snaps for that, and some of the music is playing. It's very Enya, very psychedelic, kind of like kind of playing in the background. Do you want to draw the next name?
Sure.
Okay. So
There's a slight
only-
applause, like it's like the snapping, and then it's like, all right, here, the next person pulls it up, and there's like the very dramatic, like unfolds it. All right, and next is Harper Brown. Everyone, welcome Harper.
A couple of people wince as you say Harper's name. Harper is a cloud wherever she goes. One part smugness, one part body odor. She is the bad example of the campus, I don't want to say feminist, but this 1999, she's the bad second wave campus feminist. We're talking big, thick glasses, frizzy hair, clothes that she hasn't washed in a very long time, and just a bad attitude. The one that kind of gives everybody else a little bit of a, oh God. She approaches the stage and taps it and goes, "This poem is called Gaia, my menstruating mother." Gaia! Mother, ancient, wise, bosom, nature, secretive. Tapestry, full of twirling essence, river flowing, gentle caress, forest whisper. Broken manhood, celebration, roaming creatures in harmony. Human hands, brittle and broken, imbalanced, unfolding, aching, writhing. Phallic? No. Yonic. Pollution, like a toxic haze, betraying all fucking days. Gaia, menstruate and fill me with your love and be renewed. I haven't finished this one. It's a work in progress.
Thank you, Harper.
I don't need your fascist applause. And she'll hop down and walk away.
Looks very offended. I liked it.
I think Phoenix just kind of gives her like the one up of like,
The one up?
fuck you calling me fascist.
We don't
All
use
right.
that word in here unless it's actually deserved. Just a reminder. Keep it
A cat
civil.
rubs it. A bunch of cats will rub up against your leg as you're talking. I love the chat. It's just like, I know this woman. Yep, we all did. All right. So it's about 8:55 right now. Sharon has just kind of come in from outside and is leaning against the back wall. As you're all inside of here, why don't, as Imogen, as you reach into the bowl for the last one, let's introduce our characters. Please quickly describe what Imogen looks like.
So Imogen is a average height, like kind of. If she didn't do as much, like she's not very tough necessarily, but she's got that kind of like gardener type as like look, like that. I want to say that like almost like stereotypical like new age witchy vibe to her. She's kind of leaning into that, but not quite as going hard into it as she could be. I think like this is someone who was raised by hippie parents, sort of like edge to it.
Yeah, totally.
And so she's got long, like brown hair, bangs, and like she's got a bit of a tan from working out in the garden. There's a garden like around the back that she spends a lot of time in. And yeah, so she's kind of, I almost want to say like not quite, I want to say almost mousy, kind of.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so as you're heading over to reach into the bowl, you're going to see the front door is going to jangle open. That's when Sharon enters. Sharon, describe yourself.
Yeah, Sharon is, she's an older woman, but she looks older than she actually is. She has lived a bit of a harder life. And so, you know, her hair is already gray, but she's probably only in her like mid 50s, maybe early 60s. And she already has, you know, full head of gray hair and the wrinkles and like bags under her eyes and all of this stuff. She's probably about, she's on the shorter side, maybe about 5'4", and dresses all in black, but has this air of confidence about her that's like, if you fuck with me, you're dead.
I think I know exactly the type of vibe here. So as you kind of slide on the door, people look over as the sound of the bell rings, like the little chime, which I'm assuming is like a brass bell above the door, like old school style. So as you come in, you're going to see that Phoenix is giving this kind of grungy hippie chick the finger there. Phoenix, describe yourself.
So Phoenix is... let me just get to my description area. So she's about 5'5", so she's not particularly tall. She's 21, but she looks about 18, 19 sort of age. She looks a little younger than she is. And she's pretty slender with a surprising amount of muscle for like hanging out on computers all the time. But she definitely has kind of a bit of a punk, rebel, anarchist vibe going on. She definitely looks like somebody who'd throw a grenade through a government office or something. Just a little bit. Blue hair, blue eyes, and definitely wears dark makeup on a regular and kind of ripped up, kind of grungy looking clothes.
Nice. Okay, so you're giving this girl the finger right as you can see that Stella is a little bit like, I liked it. Stella, what do you look like?
I'd say sharp features, tall, and a kind face. Perfectly styled light brown hair. She's wearing a loose and flowy blouse with an actual crown of flowers. Just sort of hard to pin down age-wise. She's got too much life for that. And she sort of looks like she's going for that same new age gardener look Imogen is, except that maybe she bought her as a target. She's certainly not getting any dirt under her nails.
Nice. Okay, and so Imogen, there's only one slip of paper in there. Do you want to draw it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay, so reaching in, you know who's left. It's your friend Ian.
Okay. Yep. And last one for the night, everyone. And it's Ian.
All right.
I'm ready for... Cheers for Ian.
So, Robin, please describe Ian as he gets up to take his place at the front of the room.
Okay, so Ian is a 6'1", very like outward appearance, like geeky, nerdy looking man. He has glasses that have been broken and taped together. He's wearing a button-up shirt, has long kind of black silky hair that half of it's kind of in an upper bun style, and then braided down the back. And while on the like outside appearance, he's looking quite kind of meek. He also kind of holds himself a little meek as he walks. His shoulders are more kind of put in forward, and he kind of gives the appearance of not self-confident in himself. But underneath like the like patterned button-up shirt he's wearing, you can see that it's slowly getting really tight around him. It maybe was a shirt that was a bit baggy on him, but he's bulked up since then. So it's just like very nicely hugging very muscular arms underneath it. He has wide shoulders, but a very kind of cinched in waist. He has the kind of like a little bit of a Dorito,
So you're wearing
Sevens
pretty much the
Dorito.
exact opposite fashion that's popular right now, because everything's
Yeah.
super baggy in the late 90s.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
he doesn't
You stand
have
out like crazy.
Yeah, he stands out like crazy. He looks like he doesn't have like a ton of money. He's here visiting in Seattle, and he obviously looks like he doesn't have enough money to try and keep up with the fashion. He's kind of just wearing hand-me-downs that he's grown into, and like old, like very scuffed up looking shoes and pants. He's kind of rocking a little bit of the ripped jeans before they were popular kind of thing, but that's because he's wearing them until they like actually break down.
Perfect.
And so
Which definitely is the only part of you that is the style right now.
Yeah, that's the only part, but just because it's necessary.
Now,
and
there is
as
one
you-
last thing that I need to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I was about to.
I was going to
conclude the
impress
thing.
upon you that no matter how clean you are, everybody kind of stinks. This is grunge Seattle 99.
Yeah.
And there is a surprising amount of flannel.
Yeah. But he looks very like a mixed. He looks like he might be like a third or fourth generation Canadian Japanese person. He looks like, so there's some slight hints of Asian heritage, but also he looks like he had quite a combination of
So I'm kind of picturing Brandon Lee.
a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit, like where it's obvious that that heritage is in there, but like very, very strong, kind of like big build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. All right. So as you approach the podium, you can see that there's like some oscillating fans here that have little ribbons on them that are going. And as you're approaching it, a couple of the fans are just going to go and just kind of go, and will shut off. They're old, junky fans that are covered in dust. In fact, the entire, like the front of the blades are clean, but behind there's a good like millimeter of dust clinging on. Probably best that you get this done. It's going to get real hot in here fast.
Yeah. Okay, I've written a bit of a poem for everyone. Okay, here I go. In the realm where steel and honor entwine, where grace and strength in harmony combine, the art of the swordsmanship takes its stand, a dance of skill guided by a steady hand. With hilt embraced, a warrior prepares, their spirit focus shedding all worldly cares. The blade, an extension of their very soul, carries tales of battles, both past and untold. In each switch motion, a story unfolds, a symphony of steel, a tale of old. Fluidity and precision like poetry in motion, the swordsmith's craft, a testament to devotion. Through endless hours of practice they refine the artistry that adorns each noble line. The grip firm and steady, the stance held true. A swordman unveils the mastery they pursue. In each measured strike and a parry's grace lies wisdom gathered from the battles they face.
So can I get you to do me a favor? Can you please make me a dexterity and athletics roll?
Okay.
Oh no.
So Ian performs the poem quite well, very dramatically, kind of pivoting his body as he goes, and then kind of pauses for the audible snapping to arrive.
So that's
Okay, and do this at a difficulty of do you have danger sense?
Nope.
Okay, do it at a difficulty of 8, please.
Oh boy. Oh Lord, that's a botch, my friends.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I had 6 dice. I rolled nothing above a 6 and then a 1.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So, I need you to make me a soak roll.
Okay, that's my stamina. Does tough apply?
Tough does apply.
Cool.
So this might not hurt you at all, but
Well,
At the
okay,
very-
what's my difficulty?
difficulty 6.
Cool. I've rolled 2 10s of that, so just 1 second.
Okay.
3, 4, 5 successes on that. So
Holy crap! I rolled,
I rolled
3
2
10s,
10s.
and
you rolled 3 10s?
I rolled 3 10s, and it's still not
Holy
going to hurt you.
shit.
It's, so what's going to happen
Rounds
is
of steel.
as you are kind of pause, suddenly you're all going to hear this kind of sound of a book leaving a shelf, and a book is going to fly off of a shelf behind Ian and crank him right in the back of the head. It's gonna like knock you on your ass, but you're gonna be completely fine because you
Yeah.
botched.
Yeah.
And it's gonna like knock your glasses off, and you're gonna be like, what the shit? I would like everybody here to make me a perception and awareness roll at a difficulty of 8.
Cool. By any chance, does the specialty resonance apply?
Ooh.
Or how about uncanny insight? Because
Does
I
Yes.
have 2 specialties.
I
specialty
have a specialty-
intuitive apply?
I have
Yes.
specialty discordance, which is if something pointedly is like just out of place, mostly.
I think a flying book is out of place, so yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, and what was the difficulty?
Y'all have awareness?
Right? I have 1 dawn awareness and perception.
I
is
always
2.
take awareness and alertness.
You can
I
still
got
roll
nothing.
even nothing. Okay,
What was the difficulty?
What's
8.
8. Okay.
so that's just a straight fail for Ian because I rolled a 9, a 7, and a 1.
I mean that makes sense. You don't have your glasses on. You can't sense things
It's
without
true.
your glasses.
3.
Okay.
These new
Oh
dice rolled well.
wait. Perception based. I have acute senses. So
Okay. Yeah.
so
this
that's
is more
that'd be 1
metaphysical.
success.
It's
No?
metaphysical, but I'll allow it.
Okay.
So I'll say that you can smell a bit of ozone in the air, and that's what triggers you. Something weird. Maybe not ozone, maybe a little bit of... It smells slightly sulfurous in the room as you're kind of like feeling around for your glasses on the rug.
Yeah.
Which is this old, battered, tea-stained rug. Sharon, how many did you get? 3?
3.
I have 4 for Imogen. And Phoenix, how many did you get?
3.
Okay, so Stella, you're just like, oh no, she gets hit, or as he gets hit. And a couple of the people are like, whoa, what the hell? And Diego goes, talk about a poetry slam, eh? But the rest of you are going to have the neck hairs on the back of your neck go completely up. Something's weird inside of here. And what do you do?
Can I try and catch Imogen's eye?
Absolutely.
And I'm just gonna kind of like try and make it clear, like clear people out of here. Like if we're done, then we're done.
Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you, everybody. That was a wonderful, wonderful night. You all did super well, and I look forward to seeing many of you next week. All right, and it's going to start ushering people out.
All right, they'll slowly start wandering out. As they are, I have to ask, Imogen, this is a tea shop. Do you do coffee as well? Because it is Seattle.
Very, very, very rarely.
So
Do you have
Um,
do you have a steamer for
Yes.
steamed milk? Okay.
Also, on that
Uh,
note, I need to know if anyone brought in an external beverage that was like coffee.
Probably.
no, you keep this mug specifically for Phoenix, I feel like.
Okay. In that case, Imogen is also making very furtive glances towards the back room.
Okay. As you are seeing some people head out, Diego's going to come up to you and go, hey man, I thought it was a pretty good poem. Good job, Karate Kid.
Oh, thank you, Diego. I spent a bit of time on it, eh?
Oh yeah, I took your advice. I watched that Ninja Scroll thing. Shit was tight. That girl with the, like, that shit's like, that's dirty. You're a dirty man.
Oh, yes, them things coming out of.
Yeah, he's gonna whack you a couple times and then kind of like waddle toward the door. And as he's headed out, Imogen, you're suddenly gonna hear, ching, as your steamer begins erupting. Steam is just out the side of your milk steamer as one of the bolts fires off.
Oh, which I forgot to say it at the beginning, but I would have my arcane active when I'm in
Okay.
a public space with randoms as well.
Okay.
So I only have 2
Um,
dots, so it's just hard to remember me.
Same with
Yeah.
me, if we're gonna
And
do
same
that,
with me
'cause
because I have reasons.
yeah.
I have Arcane 4 though.
Holy crap.
Ooh, nice. I have an arcane
Oh.
too.
I have the merit officially dead. I'm not supposed to be seen or noticed.
Versus unofficially dead.
Right.
All right. So, as that happens, you are also going to hear a couple of cats yowl and rush for the back stacks.
All right.
As
Phoenix
they
is
start
also
hissing at
impatient, so
shadows.
she's gonna hop up and start looking to find out what's going on.
Okay.
If no one has informed Stella that there's something to be aware of here, she's completely unawares. So I think she's gonna go follow Harper and try to recruit her into Totally Not a Cult.
Okay. So following Harper to the front door as she's headed out, she's got like a big messenger bag with like a ton of pins of various local like feminist collectives and like other places she's been kicked out of.
I really loved your poem. It really spoke to me on a spiritual level. You know, I've got a book club every week, and we talk about how the feminine connection between all divine things. I think you might really like it.
Oh, thank you, sister. Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. Anything to get away from all this rampaging testosterone around here.
Boy, do I feel that. Here's my card. It's like floral scented, perfect business card with gold print.
Oh, is this recycled? You really need to start getting onto recycled paper, if not, because, you know, the tree...
I pressed the foil myself. It's made from my own garden. It's not really gold.
You garden?
Of course.
That's what I'm talking about. Getting back to Mother Earth. Gaia be praised, sister. Why don't you go ahead? Let's see how well you can.
On Sunday, then.
Give me a charisma plus leadership roll if you have it.
Okay, sounds good. I specifically do.
Perfect. Building a cult. Building a cult.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty for her is going to be 5. She's desperate for connection.
I have 3.
3 successes. She's going to kind of look at you with like tears around her thick rimmed glasses and be like, Gaia bless you, sister.
And you? Do. That's because you know what my friends are up to inside.
Okay, and as you turn around, it's getting pretty hot in here with these fans off. Phoenix, you're going and looking around. And what's everybody else doing? So Phoenix, give me a wits and perception roll to try to find stuff. Pardon me, what am I doing? This is old world darkness. Perception and alertness roll.
All right.
Give it to me a difficulty of 7.
You did ask earlier if anybody had street stuff. Just FYI, my specialty in wits is street survivor, so.
Okay, that's not going to apply in this situation, but good to know. That's pretty great.
Does
Ian,
intuitive
Sharon,
still apply?
Yeah, I'll say this can be an intuitive kind of tracing. What's everybody else doing?
Ian's going to go look at the bookshelf where the book came from, and also pick up the book and like very carefully like dust it, make sure it wasn't like ruined in hitting him. So I think he's gonna go look at the bookshelf.
It is a book of poetry by Keats that just hit you in the head.
What was the difficulty?
Difficulty is 7.
7. Okay. 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay, so looking around, you're gonna see that there's like a bunch of weird stuff happening. I'll give you all the list of that, but Sharon, what are you doing in the meanwhile as you're kind of like looking around with the Imogen?
Sharon is going to pull out a pair of dice, D6s, and just kind of roll them on the table and try and determine the probability of where something might happen next.
Okay, so go ahead and give me that entropy 1, difficulty 4. Cool. So you do that while so Phoenix is just kind of wandering around the room. Imogen,
Imogen, once everyone else who is not part of this is out, is essentially like quickly locking the door, and then
putting, like, the drop bolt,
drop bolt, and is then gonna go quickly to the counter, pour herself a cup of tea, and is going to activate sprinkle some spices into it, and then is going to activate some magical sights to try and see if she can figure out what the hell is going on here.
So give me an arete at difficulty of 4. Is this place your sanctum?
I did not put dots into sanctum, no.
Okay. And Robin, you, and then I'm going to go up to Christine. What do you got?
I would like to actually, realizing, because I forget that I have time 3, could Ian try and rewind time and look at the
You can look forward or backwards in time with time too, yeah.
Sweet, I would like to do that.
Sure, forwards or backwards?
I would like to look. Oh. out of character, I would like to look forwards, but Ian's gonna look backwards because that is what's going through his
So
brain.
Robin, you're not used to having time magic, so let me just tell you something fun. For time magic, there are 2 ways you can look forward in time that are really useful. The first is to look forward and I improv a scene that will probably happen, and then we try to make it kind of happen later. The alternative is you can look forward and take re-rolls because you saw it coming. So you can re-roll a dice pool later on throughout the night.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's
they're
cool.
fantastic. It's one of the best powers.
I
And
will
actually,
probably
Chastity
use
needs to
them.
do use it more.
But I think Ian's thinking about, okay, see where that came from and see what happened.
So give me an Arete roll at a difficulty of 5.
Cool.
Okay. So as you're all doing your casting and stuff, Phoenix, you're starting to wander around the room, and as you are, you got 3 successes. So you're going to start noticing weird events. All of the electrical things in the room, the fans, the overhead ceiling fan, in the distance, the radio that was playing that kind of Enya music has shut off. And you realize that they've been shut off for a while. The overhead lights are working, but they're going to start flickering as you're walking down some of these aisles. And you're going to see that around some of the bookshelves, books are... like, the aisles here are covered in books. Like, honestly, like a toddler went through here and just started pulling out random books. About 15 of them laying around. A cat is going to run by you screaming, just toward the back. And as you turn back around to see where the cat ran from, the steam on the milk frother is still... releasing an impossible amount of steam into the air, and then it will start going rattle, 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 rattle as it runs out of its internal steam. You will see that the front windows of the shop have completely fogged over from the humidity.
All right. She's gonna call out, like, the normie's gone yet? And if it looks like it's just her group left, she's gonna pull out, like, her glasses and get some, like, actual virtual depth shit going on here.
Nice. Okay, so while you are doing that, Imogen, you are going to turn on your prime sight and are going to look around and see that Sharon has just cast some magic. Does anybody have a wonder on them right now? Okay. So Sharon has just cast some magic. Phoenix is about to start casting, but that is all that you can see in the immediate vicinity that is prime related. So whatever this is, it's not magic necessarily, but there is something mystical here. Sharon, using your entropy sight, the most likely situation is going to come. How many successes?
I was going to ask, are we re-rolling 10s like normal?
Yeah.
5.
Oh God. Okay. So the next instance are, looking down, you can see that cat is very likely to yowl and run up the side of the wall. That cat next to it is going to be the reason, because it's about to be launched into the ceiling. Then there's going to be the tap is going to break behind Imogen. Her cup is going to break, and then something is going to happen at the windows at the front.
Okay, cool. Am I able to react to any of this?
Yeah. You can try.
Cool. I can try. I would like to say, Imogen, put the cup down and start backing away from windows towards the cat to hopefully maybe grab it before it shoots into the ceiling.
Okay. Sounds good. The other cat's going to yowl at you and still run up the wall, because
that's fine.
The wall is very old wood and it's a very easy climb for the cat. As it goes, but the other cat's going to look at you. And do you have anything that would scare animals? Any flaws or merits? Well, not merits, but any flaws?
Nope. Well, okay. I probably have Jor, but that's about it.
What's your jaw rating? 1? Probably?
1, yeah.
Okay. The cat is going to make a hiss at you as you pick it up.
Cool.
Ian, you are going to focus down using your probably meditation or something.
Yeah, he's just gonna like quickly kind of like do some hand movements and breathing and just sit down and just
Okay. So looking back, you're going to look back at the beginning of the scene and you're going to kind of, it's like being underwater for a minute as you float back through the Akashic record into the time a few minutes ago. You can see yourself kind of waiting and getting up to do the poetry. But in the back of the room, you can see down some of the stacks, a couple of books being kind of like pulled out. And it's very feeble. Like, it's like someone is using like a pinky finger to do it. So very inarticulate, very, very stiffly, and very mildly. You can see as well. Are you moving around the scene?
Yeah, totally. He's gonna like walk around and try and see.
So what you will see is these books hit the floor and will slowly go and like suck back up into the shelves as you go backwards in time.
Oh yeah.
And wandering around the scene, I want you to make me a intelligence, or actually a perception plus investigation roll. Do you have investigation?
Yeah, I have 2 dots on investigation.
Damn straight you do.
So perception and intelligence, or perception and
investigation, please.
Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna spend a willpower so I don't botch on this. What's my difficulty?
Difficulty of this is going to be, I'm going to say 7 because there's a lot of stuff going on, but you can kind of follow the follow it backwards.
3 successes then, including the willpower.
So following it around, you can kind of see that like these books have been tumbling for about the last half hour, but no one's really noticed because of the poetry. And then as you walk around behind you're going to kind of follow and see that there's like occasionally like little things, like somebody's pen will fall off of one of the desks that they're sitting at, and a couple of tea bags are going to kind of like blow to the ground on the counter. And as you head around, they do keep milk here in this old refrigerator, like we're talking like one of these old half-size refrigerators with like the aluminum doors, you know, the kind, like one of the old Coke fridges.
Yep.
So there's a little beat up green one behind the counter that's covered in elementary school letter magnets. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like the letter fridge magnets.
Also, I think actually it would be 4 successes because I get acute senses, so it's minus 2.
Oh, perfect.
So I would have gotten 5. So 4 successes.
You are going to see the word help be slowly assembled. And then the word, actually, you're going to see 2 words on there that disassemble themselves.
Yeah.
And it says help and duck.
Huh.
All right. So that is what you're going to get. You're going to go. And while that is going on, Stella, what are you doing? So you just come back in. Imogen has locked the door behind you, and has gone to make a cup of tea, and you're kind of watching your friends kind of like go around. Sharon has just picked a cat up off the ground.
We're probably just gonna ask, well, what's going on? Oh, poetry couldn't have been that bad.
Something mystical.
Spirit sight.
Okay, that sounds good.
Let's do some
Ian.
magic.
All right,
So
so
she's going to
how
enter
do-
a bit of a meditative pose, and then prick herself on the flowers above her head and draw a little line of blood over one of her eyes, which she can then hopefully see sick ass ghosts through.
Nice.
That sounds good. Go ahead and make me an Arete roll at a difficulty of 4, please.
Okay, I've never done this in M20 before, so what
So-
am I?
You take your Arete score, so
Okay.
3 dice. I think it's 2 or 3.
Okay.
What's your Arete score again? It's 3?
Right now it says 1, but that might be because something is incorrect on the character sheet.
Fair. It should be 3 if your spheres are higher.
Okay, let's say it's 3.
Okay, we'll say it's 3.
I might need to adjust XP.
Perhaps. One shots. Go ahead and so roll 3 dice, and you're looking for difficulty of 4. 1s do subtract,
okay,
but
awesome.
10s.
So then I have 3.
Cool, and 10s will re-roll because we're doing powerful magic.
Okay, rad. So 3.
Okay. As you are casting that, so you're preparing to cast that. Phoenix, you were kind of like preparing your virtual adept stuff. Was there anything in particular you were planning to do with that?
Specifically, I was going to throw some prime sight up to see if I could spot what particular types of effects might be happening.
So
If
go
anything.
ahead and give me an Arete roll at a difficulty of 4.
Okay.
And so Imogen, you'll have prime sight on for quite a while. Phoenix, you can have it on for the rest of the scene with 2 successes. You're going to see all of your friends flaring with magic. But whatever is occurring right now does not appear to be directly mystical in the terms of mage magic. So you're going to pull up a bunch of like 404 magic not found notifications and going to start flashing across your visor. And then you'll also see like Imogen has like a prime effect. Sharon has unknown thing.
And you were asking about wonders before. Imogen does have a wonder on her.
Is it honor? Okay.
She's got a couple of them, but one of them is specifically it's a tattoo.
Okay. And so
That
you
one.
will see a tattoo kind of dully glow if it's visible.
It's a tattoo of a
on the side.
cat.
So, as you are doing that, you're also going to see a sphere of an unknown type flare around Stella. And Ian, you're going to come back to the present now, having seen that. And as you do, you're going to start hearing...
Duck!
Okay, so you say that. You are going to see a line be drawn in the steam on the side of the front window in the steam. You say duck. So Ian shouts duck. What does everybody do?
It drops
Well,
to
yeah.
the floor.
Imogen also had just had Sharon say, "Put the cup down." So she's gonna kind of try and drop and try and put the cup on the floor so it doesn't shatter because it's a nice cup.
We'll absolutely duck. Also, shout out to character generators because I just fixed my XP costs. So
Oh, perfect.
whew,
That's
now
great.
I actually
Nice.
have already 3.
Yay!
Let's
I'm
go.
so proud of you.
I'm
so,
proud of me too because I don't know how mage works.
Stella, you are going to duck, and with your spirit sight on, you are going to... we're going to hand wave one thing I just realized. But as you do that, you are going to see the vague outline of a pair of Jinko jeans in front of you as you duck down right next to the window as you are. And there, in your spirit sight, you are going to see a scrawny guy of about 6'3", probably, if he ever stood up straight. But this is one of those like really scrawny guys that kind of holds himself like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, you know, big Adam's apple sticking out like he literally has an apple stuck in his throat. His neck constantly bent down in a dowager's hump, his shoulders kind of sagging, wearing a bunch of like candy raver beads around his wrists, as well as this edible necklace with a pacifier on the end of it.
Amazing.
And he's got like bright green hair that is spiked out in all directions. And he looked like Matthew Lillard from Salt Lake City Punk in many, many ways.
Okay, awesome.
And you can see he is slowly writing on the window in front of you. And it looks like he has an expression on his face like he is trying to bench press his personal best right now. Like it is taking all of his... He starts forming it into a D.
Magnificent. What are you writing?
So
you stand back up. You can go walk over.
So if you want to talk to him, this is the fun part about Mage the Ascension. To talk across the spirit, you'll have to make another effect.
Yes.
So you'll have to do. So it's going to be another Rattray roll at a difficulty of 5.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do that. She's gonna continue doing that. She is drawing little symbols on her face when she does this that are like connected to various religions, not specifically one. Ooh, nice. Oh. Okay.
So what'd you get?
I got 3 successes.
3 successes is pretty darn good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 3 successes. You'll be able to speak and hear on both sides with that. And I want you to do me a favor. Make me, this is going to be a weird roll for you, but I would like
Sure.
everybody here to make me a, what would we use for this? You can go ahead and roll streetwise or politics and
Okay.
intelligence or wits. All of you
All right.
can roll this. And it is going to be a difficulty of 9 minus your Rattray.
Especially street
And if you have no streetwise or politics.
Yeah.
Then you just can roll interwits.
Okay.
Does especially
Tens
street
explode?
survivor apply if I'm using
Yeah.
streetwise?
Does esoterica apply to this at all? Or no.
Yeah, you can roll esoterica. What were you asking,
okay.
Millie?
I got 1.
Okay. And somebody asked if 10s explode?
That was
Thought I
the
just heard that. They do on magic, yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah.
And you said, sorry, it was, so I could do, it was intelligence or wits, and then you said esoterica was okay, and then you said something else about Rattray, I think? What was that?
So difficulty's 9 minus your Rattray.
9, okay, cool, that's what.
Just because this is a weird, like, do you know somebody roll.
Oh no, when you said that esoterica could apply, it made things worse. I
Did
did
you
3 dice
just
for
botch?
esoterica.
You botched or fail?
I think I botched because my
Do
Rattray
you have
is
any
1,
successes?
and
Do you
I
have any
rolled
eights?
1, 1, 3, 6, 3, 7.
Okay. All right, so that's a botch.
Oof.
There we go. Good job. Botch number 2. Hold up your number of successes, people.
So it's
3.
it's 9 minus your Rattray, right?
Oh, my
So
hand
yours would
tracking
probably be
turned off,
6.
so
6.
pretend I have one
Okay.
less ear. Hang on.
3,
Yeah.
6. Okay. So you very much know this person.
1.
Stella, you'll recognize this person. This is a local mage named Ducky Danvers,
What?
who's kind of just this
Here are
gutter
the spiritual
punk.
presence. Ducky
Um,
Danvers.
He normally isn't a spirit.
Yeah. What is cleverness?
He's gonna go yelp when you say his name. And go, "Ah!" What? Holy shit!
So-
Stella!
So
Stella!
delightful of you to bless us with presents.
You can see me? Holy
Of
shit! I've been
course
trying to
I
get you
can
guys
see
your attention all night.
Oh.
I even wrote my name on the fridge.
He says he wrote his name on the fridge.
Oh,
The fridge
that
does not have a Y.
I was gonna say, can we?
it just
oh,
said
yeah.
it said duck.
Can we hear Stella, or does she have to go like back and forth?
You cannot hear through Stella. You can just. I'll say
but
that you can
she's
hear
just
Stella's
repeating
voice.
No, I
what
mean-
he says.
No, I mean, because if Stella's projecting her voice, like over, then
I'm gonna say that it echoes in other realms for ease of operations this
Yeah.
time.
I think it's
There you
also
go.
like paradigm wise, she doesn't think of herself as communicating in a different realm. She thinks of it as like they're sandwiches. Just more peanut butter.
So yeah, I'll say that you can't hear Ducky, but you can hear everything Stella says.
I think at this point,
Cool.
Imogen's getting up and is still
Yeah.
holding her cup of tea and is like,
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Sorry.
hold on, and is going to go grab a different set of herbs, is going to turn on Spirit Sight.
Okay,
Josh,
give me difficulty 4, please.
Oh,
Turn on
dear,
Spirit
that-
Sight and Spirit Ears.
Oh,
I'm
so
gonna
if
duck
put
you
down
wanna
the
bring-
cat.
Oh no, I rolled a 1!
You, oh my god.
Yammy, no!
I think I know
Okay,
what's
that's a
happening. I think I need to brew an
Okay.
entirely new pot, and I think things are happening. I know what's happening.
And Imogen has permanent paradox.
I do.
I just rolled
find
extra
it
5
permanent.
dice.
Good.
Okay.
Oh,
So Imogen, can you make me a soak roll, please?
No, that is my stamina with difficulty 6.
Yes, please. Here we go.
1 success.
1 success. All right. There is going to be, you're going to hear from behind you as the pressure continues to build inside of your machine somehow. And suddenly you're going to hear ping as a gear or some part from that machine, the handle, we'll say, is going to gather enough pressure. It's going to fire off, ricochet off the wall, and catch you in the side of the head. You're going to take 1 point of bashing damage. And a little bit of blood's gonna trickle down your temple. And Stella Ducky's gonna go, that wasn't me! That wasn't me! That wasn't me! I just tried to turn it on!
Ow. What did Ducky do?
Why do you say it wasn't?
Who's Ducky?
Is there another presence in this space? She's gonna look around for another ghost.
Oh.
Reveal yourself to me.
Where's cats?
There's a ghost cat at the back of the room that's sleeping, looks at you with a bit of annoyance, and then goes back to ghost sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ghost Kitty. I don't think it's you.
That was your old cat McDuff.
So,
It's just Ducky.
Oh, Fluffy McDuffie. I think it's
Fluffy
just Ducky
McDuff.
here. It's over by the window, trying to write a large letter D for unclear reasons.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not used to being dead. I don't think I'm, or whatever this
You're not
is.
used to being dead.
No, I've been looking around the Olive Sea.
Wait,
Is he
Ducky's
dead?
did
dead?
you say Ducky is dead?
That's what he's saying.
Well, I don't know if I'm dead. I'm good, but I'm a ghost.
Oh
Too
dear.
startling. He's a
Oh.
good ghost.
Or
You'll be
should
all
have a
right,
spirit
dear.
or something. I don't know. Yes, Imogen.
Did he just astral project or something?
Maybe.
So I have occult and esoterica and things, and even though she's just kind of like going to the ice box and putting ice on her forehead, on her, like grabbing an ice back, like a bag of ice and shoving it on her head, she's trying to think through like if it's been passed on, the ghost spirit stuff, like how much she knows about that, and if she knows where to look for books to just check.
Fair. So do you have library as a merit? Or as a
No,
background?
because I figured this is a store, this is a shop. So
Okay.
most of it's miscellaneous. Who knows what's in there? It leans towards like witchy stuff, but she may not have anything even remotely accurate.
So, Millie, just because you don't know Mage very well, if you wanted to make this easier, in theory, you could use. You have Prime 2, right?
I think I've only got Prime 1.
Okay. Well, you could do.
I have Life
You might be able to rig
3.
some. You do have Life 3, yeah.
I don't know if that's helpful with
not
passing
for-
things
knowing-
through.
Knowing that Ducky may be a ghost, is there anything I can do with entropy and prime, or do I have to have spirit?
Do you have a way of combining your paradigm with Stella's?
Possibly.
Do you believe in the divine interconnectedness of all things under a glorious?
Yeah,
I believe in the
divine
interconnectedness of
stellar
all
being?
things.
Well, then that sounds like some
I
overlap.
was gonna say, I also believe in the interconnectedness of all things through virtual space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
just
now
I do
that,
have
but
Prime 2.
spiritual.
I have 1 dot in everything except mind and time. Just
Interesting. Okay.
Nice. Actually, that's right.
So, what
Stella
spheres
also
do you
has
have?
quite a bit
Chris-
of occults and esoterica.
So, Christine, if you've got
Got Core
Christine
2,
has-
Forces 2, Matter 2, Prime 2.
Okay. So, I don't think you're going to be much help right at this exact moment, but Sharon and Stella, we'll say for the sake of argument that you can whip up a little seance.
Wait, hang on. Spirit 3, 1 second. Can't I affect others with that?
Yeah, you could give everybody spirit sight.
Let's
with this,
just
or
do
spirit
that.
ears? All right, yeah, let's do that. So go
Yeah.
ahead and go ahead and this is probably way quicker. Give me an Rattray roll, difficulty of 6, but we'll say difficulty 5 because you can take some time.
One's take away from this one, right?
Ones will take away.
Okay, then I have 1 success. And she
Okay,
she
you
will
can keep going.
unfortunately have to go around and do annoying sigils on your faces.
Sure. Go ahead and you can roll again. You can keep it going. Tell me what you get on difficulty 6.
Oh, this time I got 2.
2 total? Okay. So 3 is enough to pass it around to everybody for a minute or 2 at least. So going around, Stella quickly casts that on Phoenix, Ian, and Sharon. And
Phoenix
we'll
is
say
going to ask
Imogen.
if you can do the sigils in like black eyeliner on her face.
I don't believe that would work. It's an artificial product.
Do you at least have something that's not colorful?
So
It dries quickly.
as Stella does this, you're going to be able to suddenly go and see and hear across the gauntlet, and see that Ducky is standing right there in your presence, spiritual, like he's a Jedi projecting. Some of you know Ducky real well. Phoenix and Sharon, I believe, rolled really well on that. And then Ian, how'd you roll on that?
I got 4 successes, I think.
Oh yeah, so you guys have watched anime together.
Yeah.
He introduced you to Serial Experiments Lane.
Mm.
So Ducky's a good guy. He's just a bit of a burnout. He's early 20s, dropped out of high school when he awakened, and has gotten really big in with the cult of ecstasy. Although he's pretty good friends with the hollow ones too. And so he's standing in front of you and, hey guys, how's it going? It's me in the.
Oh, well, Ducky,
What did
you're
you
looking
do?
a bit thin.
Man, I don't know. I went out to this rave last week and I took some drugs and I had a great time, but then I think I like had a seizure or something. And when I woke up, I guess I didn't.
Where
Oh.
do you know where you were? Do you know where you are?
Yeah, I was at this. I mean, I know where I am right now. I'm with you guys
No,
at your t-shirt.
Your
Your
body.
Where's your
body.
body?
Oh, I don't know, man. Like, I don't got like a I read that with astral projection, there's like a silver cord that's supposed to connect you or something, but I ain't got no cord. I just got these jinkos. I'm still wearing my fucking pacifier.
When you woke
Like,
up,
this
did
is-
you wake up here? Or did you wake up somewhere
Look,
else and come here?
I woke up at the warehouse.
Great, that's probably where your body is.
I wasn't there.
Well, at least it's the starting point.
Might be the place he was last tied to.
But like, I can move around and like, it's weird. Like, I don't see any dead people.
Probably not dead then.
I don't know, man. I'm really scared, but I was looking around for like mages to help me for like 6 days.
Can someone
This was
fill
last-
me in? I think
Yeah.
at this point, Imogen's
Oh.
coming back out of the back with her head like ice, like finally
Yeah, let's
melting.
try to loop Imogen in.
I'm not trying that again anytime soon. I think it's being
I
temperamental.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die, guys. Like, I don't want to be
So-
dead.
So is
it
Ducky,
sucks.
is this Ducky dead or what's happening? Usually, like we get hauntings here from time to time, but it's
Phoenix,
been a
I'm just
while.
gonna let the other ones hopefully comfort him, and let's try to loop Imogen in to being able to see stuff. If I can.
Phoenix
keep
is
the
gonna go
effect
sit back
going.
on her laptop and try and hack local morgue records to find out if a body like Ducky's has been delivered.
Okay. Sounds good. Go ahead and make me intelligence and
Amy, you're
computers.
cursed. Kelly, I botched.
Okay. How much? Okay. So.
No botches.
Okay. So do me a favor. Put mark 2 points of paradox on your sheet, Millie. And Imogen, you're going to be able to see Ducky all of a sudden.
Okay.
But your senses are locked to the spirit realm right now. You cannot perceive anything with your eyes that is not in the spirit realm for the remainder of the scene.
Can I still? But when I talk, am I still talking to the regular world?
You can talk to the regular world, but you can't see your
But not
bookshelves or
to-
anything.
And I can't talk to Ducky either. I'm assuming I can just see him.
You can talk to Ducky.
Okay.
You just can only see the spirit world.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
Hey.
you got a little bit of it in your eye.
Yeah, you did. Ow! What did you? I don't think this is how it's supposed to work. This is not how it works when I do it. What did you do? What did you put in that? Okay, can someone?
It's all that.
Where are you? And Imogen's like feeling around. It's like,
Here,
well, there's
Ducky.
Ducky.
I'll guide you.
Where are you?
We'll take your hand and direct you somewhere safe to be.
Well, I'm not a fan of this.
There's going to be a yowl as you step on a sleeping cat's tail.
Oh no, was it?
Oh,
Please tell me it wasn't one of the nice ones. Please tell me it wasn't one of the nice ones.
they're all nice ones.
Dearly,
All
you
right,
don't
so
know cats.
you're hacking around through morgue records and stuff. We'll catch up with you in a minute, Christine, as you're doing that, because that'll take you probably 5 minutes.
What was my difficulty on that?
Difficulty on that. Do you have the hacking specialty?
I do not have any specialties on skills.
Okay, so then that'll be difficulty of, we'll say 8.
8? Okay. Does my knowledge virtual space apply better than computers, or?
Not for this. Virtual space is like a separate realm.
Okay.
Very useful, but not for hacking. Well, unless you go into the digital web, but you're not probably going to do that. So, go ahead and do that roll, and I'll ask you for that in a minute and see how well you do. Ian and Sharon, are you just kind of hanging around in the conversation?
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, probably because I don't have spirit, so I couldn't. Try
Well, you
and
can see and
probe
hear.
his, but
Yeah.
trying to use his like a mind and time effect to try and like probe his mind, but I need his actual physical body to do that.
That's fair.
So
He's gonna. Yeah, like I was at this rave and like I think I died. I'm really worried, guys, because like it was this like really cool pill. Like it was like bright orange and it had like a smiley face on it, but like with like a big grilled teeth. You like you know, kind of like I don't know, like Charlie Brown.
Where was
No.
this warehouse?
who
Amy,
did you
you're
get it
asking a
from?
question.
I have a write-in skill pharmacopoeia.
Yeah.
And I have 2 point, and I've got medicine and like. I guess that would be more like once I actually had something I could try and analyze it versus try and figure out just from like what he's describing, whether or not.
We can go. Yeah, you can probably figure something out in a minute. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So, Ian and Sharon, what were you saying?
Where's this warehouse you were talking about?
Yeah, and where did you get the drugs from?
Well, I mean, some guy was just handing them out. And you know, they say, like, free drugs. You know, if someone offers
They're
you drugs,
bad.
say yes. Well, drugs are
No,
expensive, man. I live.
Okay,
I
but
live
who
with, like,
did you get them from? Was it someone that you knew, like a reputable, like?
It was one of the promoters. Like, look, the rave was at one of the warehouses out at the edge of town. Like, you know, like raves are there like every weekend. It was like the school is out special, but it was by Cosmic Carnival, and Cosmic Carnival has the best raves. So you know, like, of course I went there. But then like one of the promoters, it was this guy, and like it was like one of those translucent trench coats, you know, like the plastic ones, and it like looked really cool. He had a bunch of glowing stuff on him. It was real cool. And he said there was this new drug that was like gonna blow my mind, man. It was like Molly, but it was called what do you call Mind Shift? It was called Mind Shift, and it was like really cool. And like for a second I saw colors, and then I was like, oh man, I thought this would be even better if I opened my mind, man. So I really focused on it, and like I was practicing like the Code of Ananda stuff that I've been practicing, you know, my break on through to the other side stuff. But man, like as soon as I used the road I'd been working on, I just like I started tasting like iron in my mouth, and I was like, and then I smelled toast, and then I smelled a lot of garlic.
You may have given yourself a
Goddamn
stroke.
cultists.
I think, did I die? Did I die from a
Well,
stroke?
I don't know. We
We're
don't
going
know.
to find out about that. So
Oh man, I hope not.
you gotta take care
I
of
hope
it.
everybody... The guy was giving tons of it out.
Do you have a description of the guy?
There's like a white dude. He seemed kind
Oh,
of
great!
like...
That's just wonderful.
Well, he's not like a white dude like you, but like he was like a white dude he looked kind of like, Ben Stiller.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
Who?
He's an actor. He was in There's Something About Mary.
I haven't seen it.
Was he dressed
There's something
nice?
about-
Was he wearing good clothes? Like,
Well, he was wearing like a button-up, like he looked like a corporate executive dude, but except like he had like a glowing tie and like a PVC trench coat on. I thought he was doing like an American Psycho thing, you know, and it looked.
oh yeah, or
pretty...
he could have been a real American Psycho.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
sounds like it.
he didn't have an axe though.
That's probably for the best.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think we should go to the warehouse. Can you follow us at all? I'm guessing since you made your
We
way
got
over
here from the warehouse, so
So why don't you take us to the warehouse
Here-
and then we can have a look
Yeah.
around for your body, and then I can maybe try and use a little bit of my meditation, and see what happened to you. Eh?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Oh no, American Psycho was 2000. You guys are right. The chat called me on that one. I was like, oh, I saw that.
Oh, I
in
just
the-
saw Into the Future.
Fair. All right, so we'll reverse that. It was really like singing in the rain. I don't know.
Okay, but
Some-
point. If he's in ecstatic, he could have been seen it in the future.
Yeah, that's right. He saw a movie that wasn't out yet.
He's
He already
referencing
knows
a movie
how.
he hasn't seen. It's like, oh crap, whoopsies.
Or the book, yeah.
Yeah, he was referring to the book. Obviously, Ducky's very well read. The problem with time games.
Okay,
right?
let's go
Uh,
find the warehouse, and then we can find your body,
Mhm.
and then we can see what happened to you.
So as you're saying that, Phoenix, how many successes did you get on your computer's roll? 2. So quick checking the morgues real quick. The morgues are like, you're having a little bit of trouble with the morgue simply because they're decently full of people. Like you're doing a quick check and like just a lot of people have been admitted recently from like drug-related seizures. And there are quite a few people who died from it, not so much from the drugs, but from where the drugs took hold, like behind the wheel of a car or, while walking across a bridge, things like that, where they just started like seizing in the wrong place, like in front of buses. And as you are looking at that, you're also going to see that there are quite a number of people in intensive care. And you will locate one. I'm going to roll to see if Ducky carries ID. 1 second. Does he believe in
Actually, she was
ID,
looking
man?
More for like John Doe's in the right age range and description.
You know what? No need. Ducky still carries ID. I rolled a 9. So you're going to see that Ducky is actually at the University of Washington Medical Clinic, the medical hospital. He's
actually
in stable
carry
condition, but he's in a
ID,
coma. So what would Ducky be short for? What was Ducky short for in 16 Candles?
Well, in NCIS,
Or Pretty in
it's
Pink?
Donald.
Yeah, it's going to be Donald Danvers.
Shit, your
So
name's
Don-
Donald?
Donald Ducky Danvers.
Donald
I mean,
Ducky Danford.
Well, I got the name Ducky because of it was, look, my mom really likes that one business guy. She thinks he's hot. I don't see it.
Well, luckily for you, Ducky, you're not dead. You're just in the hospital.
Well, that's good.
Specifically, the Memorial Clinic.
Progress.
Okay, so
Okay. Maybe I'll just walk over there and see if I can hop back in.
Sure. You try that and then come find us, because I'm assuming we're going to go to the warehouse and see if we can find any clues from there, because Probably the drugs
Yeah.
that did this. Also, lots of people have died of drug-related stuff recently. Like, lots. Mainly because they had seizures in the wrong spot.
God, it's the 80s all over again.
Oh man,
It's not that long
time
ago.
is cyclical.
It's long enough.
I don't know what I don't know what you'd find there though, guys. Like if it was like Cosmic Carnival does an illegal rave like pretty often. They usually move to new places every week.
That's
Yeah,
not a
I wouldn't
problem.
mind actually accompanying you to the hospital there, Double D. I'm wondering if I can try and maybe see if I
Well,
can
it's
look
good for
back
Double
far
D.
enough.
Yeah.
When,
Okay, we can.
when's the next rave?
I don't know. I kind of take it one rave at a time. Anybody who wants to can make me an intelligence and streetwise roll to see whether or not they are pumped into that scene or know somebody who can. If you have contacts as well, you can use that.
I also
Ooh, I have
Imogen, you have-
contact.
I have 2 contacts.
Nice. Do you have
Can
contacts
I use
in
entropy?
that? Use entropy. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, you can, Sharon. Give me. This is going to be just entropy. God, you're a Euthanatoid. Give me difficulty 4, please.
Difficulty for streetwise?
A difficulty for streetwise for this. It's a little obscure. I'll say 7.
Okay, 3 successes.
3 successes. Robin.
What's my
not it.
difficulty?
7.
7. I got 1 success.
1 success is still a success. All right. And Imogen, what are you doing?
So Imogen still can only see ghosts, right? So
Yeah.
and is very much still heavily leaning on Stella and does not like relying on other people like this. This is very much against. She's supposed to be looking after other people. This is terrible. She's going to actually try and feel her way over to a counter to find a little bell that she has sitting around and is going to ding it and is going to try and cast a correspondence effect so that she
Just,
can navigate the space. Like correspondence.
Okay.
I don't know if you want me to combine that with matter to like figure out. The
No, you
spatial
can do landscape of the mind with correspondence 1.
Yeah.
Give it to me at difficulty of 6 because you're distracted. So Sharon, how many successes did you get on this?
I got 4 because I rolled 2 10s to start.
Holy crap. So Sharon, you're gonna like look around and see that the phone pole outside of the shop is covered with posters. And one of them just kind of flaps independently of the others in the opposite way of the breeze for a second for you. Yes, Robin, you have a question.
Does Ducky look like he's in like any sort of pain
No,
or distress?
he looks. I mean, distress, yes, but Ducky always looks like he's in distress.
Okay, just wondering if I should have been rolling my soft-hearted flaw.
I mean, you're probably soft-hearted because you're like, oh no, Ducky's dead, or something, sort of dead.
Yeah. So should I roll my willpower?
Yeah, go ahead and roll your willpower not to be a bleeding heart about this, which might actually guide you to want to like stop more people from taking this street drug.
Oh yeah, no, this is.
And Amy, did you have a further question?
No, I just got 1 success. Though I did actually, I will have dropped Prime Sight at some point. I don't know if
Okay.
it was. I didn't think it was.
I'll give you Landscape of the Mind for the remainder of the scene for 1 success.
Woo, thank you.
So you'll be able to kind of navigate yourself around pretty well. Rough patterns will show up. Phoenix, as you and Ian kind of think about things, you've heard of Cosmic Carnival. They do a circuit around some of the old derelict areas of the city, and you're pretty sure that you heard through the grapevine or through whatever that Rhythm Riot is supposed to be playing. That's one that Phoenix really likes, and DJ Vibe Tribe is going to be there as well. You think you know the location roughly. Ian, you were invited out by a friend who was like, yeah, why don't we go out to this rave? It'll be a lot of fun. You're like, oh no, I have to keep my body clean, right? I don't drink, I don't smoke, I train, type of thing. And they were like, you're weird, but like, thanks for the VHS of Fushigi Yugi.
Yeah.
That's right. But you heard them talk about this this one kind of on the north side of Seattle, kind of yeah, we'll say on the north side. We'll say kind of over by not Marple, that's Vancouver. Over by, I haven't been to Seattle in a while. Wow, I forgot my places. But basically on the north side of Seattle. We'll just leave it at that.
So guys, we need to go. We need to stop these drugs. We need to make sure that no more people are dying. This is a
clearly.
very terrible thing. And you're gonna see like Ian's starting to get a bit worked up and he's starting to like pace a little bit. I failed my willpower roll.
Ooh, beautiful.
I get to do something drastic and dramatic, so you know. Ian's,
Dramatic.
Okay, what? People are stomping? Okay, I can kind of figure out. Stella, what? Ugh, okay, whatever.
I
Have a
think
cup
there's
of tea.
poster outside.
I'm sure it'll fade.
I will say as well, actually, you know what? So Sharon, do you go out and grab that?
Yeah, I do.
Heading outside, you'll see the print of Cosmic Carnival that says adults only, $20 cover, one night only. There at the let's say it's at the closed, Seattle is good, at the mill. At the closed mill. So this old lumber mill that's defunct, it will be called this is not a real thing, so don't look me up. This is gonna be the Sullivan Mill. Sullivan Brothers Mill. One night only, Cosmic Carnival presents Rhythm Riot, DJ Vibe Tribe, and Flannel Beats.
I'm gonna tear the poster off. Just bring it back inside.
Yep, there's trouble at the old mill.
Hold it up. Think I found where we're heading next.
Where are we
Wow.
going?
Oh, right. You can't see. The mill, the old mill.
Okay.
That's where they're
Um,
hosting the next rave. So
Now, how
All
far is
right.
that away from here?
It's a short drive.
Okay, so, like, it's as long as, so she just process that for a second, like, does anyone have a car? Or can drive?
Of course I do. I have a
Okay.
fan.
Well, I'll have to trouble you for that, because I don't drive.
Neither do
That's
I.
understandable. Got a lot of seating. The back might be full of herbs and plants and pamphlets.
Oh, that's nice. The plants, not the pamphlets.
So I would like, as Phoenix, to try and use my contacts to find out if anybody else has heard about some sketchy white dude handing out drugs that have been causing seizures recently by posting on some chat forums.
old school blue tinged forms.
All right, time to go on those. Go ahead and so we'll say your contact is male or female.
Let's go with a dude.
All right, Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown is your contact for street level stuff. So go ahead and make me a persuasion, or pardon me, a presence or manipulation plus contacts roll.
Presence is not a thing.
Oh God, what am I saying? Charisma.
Okay. Yeah,
I've been running a lot of Chronicles of Darkness lately. Sorry about that.
Okay, so charisma and contacts, you said?
Yep.
Not very many dice. What was the difficulty?
Difficulty 6, we'll say.
Sweet, that's 3 successes then.
3 successes? All right, so you'll hop online and find Browntown 69. As you're talking with him, you're going to ask about sketchy dude doing drugs. Yeah, no, there's like this guy handing out these pills called Mind Shift. It's supposed to be like a really intense high, really, really cool stuff, but like,
A lot of people getting seizures.
like not a large amount, but like I'd say it's like probably 1 in 50. But he's handing them out like M&Ms, man. Like it's a lot. I mean, I think, I don't know, maybe it has to do with specific physical biology or something, but some people just really don't take to it. It must be something allergic in. Maybe there's like a peanut allergy or something.
Yeah, totally.
Shellfish.
Some sort of allergy. Some weird
But
one.
like, yeah, it's like, I've been, I was at a rave, like, well, one of my friends was at a rave like a week ago, like over on the North Shore, and like 2 people had to be like carried away to another lot for an ambulance to show up because they didn't want the cops to show up.
Do you think he's gonna be at the one at the old mill?
Oh, dude, definitely. Like, this dude's like bankrolling. Let me see if I can get a name or something like that. One sec. Frost.
Frost.
Guy was calling himself Frosty the Blowman, I think is what some. Well, I mean, he wasn't calling himself that, but we were calling him that because he was giving out blow. But no, I said his name was
That's an amazing
Frost.
sentence to return to.
Frosty
I put my
the
headphones on
Blowman.
to Frosty the Blowman because he's giving out blow, and I'm like, wow. All right, this game took
Yeah.
a turn. Tell me more. Or less.
So yeah, that's what you're gonna come away. It's some dude.
She'll end
Kind
off
of
with
looks
like,
like.
thanks, man, and chat with you.
Yeah,
later.
you owe me.
You know it.
Oh, I need, do me a favor, by next week, if you want to pay me back, I need at least 10 social security numbers or 5 credit card numbers that are still valid through the end of the year from dead people.
You got it.
Cool,
Which,
thank you.
by the way, that's totally where Phoenix gets her 3 points of resources from. She totally steals the money from the technocracy.
Totally. Why not put it on the credit of dead people?
Yeah.
Right? In the States, you don't inherit debt, so they can try, but it usually doesn't happen.
But yeah, she'll totally do that because that's what she does for herself already. That's how she has any
Nice.
money.
Okay, so you're going to pop back to that after having looked that stuff up. What's everybody else doing?
I might
Well,
see if
what-
any members of my cult are interested in joining me at a rave. They're not really useful except for, spellcasting purposes.
All right. So you can go ahead and make me a charisma plus cult roll to try to call them in. If you'd like, Millie.
Yeah, sorry, totally. Was not pressing the unmute button apparently. Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
So we said what
someone else
was
said
it called? Was it wit?
charisma plus cult.
Charisma. Okay, there we go. I thought you said wisdom, and I was like, I don't see wisdoms. Difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6.
Then I have 3.
How many?
3.
3 successes. All right. So yeah, you can get some of your cult to show up.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's pile them in the van.
Okay. So if you guys wait around about 15 minutes, they can make it down here from one of their. What is your cult like?
It's really presenting itself as a book club, but it's mostly just a bunch of like flowery hippie people divinely connecting with each other.
Okay.
In some ways, that happen to benefit greatly from having 3 dots in life.
Okay. So you're gonna get. Are they? Is it mixed gender or is it just all women? Or...
Very mixed gender, yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna get
It's
Tabitha.
like a little bit 90s feminist.
Okay, 90s feminist.
Very much the kind of people who would fit in at a rave, but like the hippie vibe end of things.
You're going to get Tabitha, Paul, Saffron, and Jasper. That is. Those are some names right there for your type of collective.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Paul's big and bearded, but is like 18 at the best of days. Tabitha is mousy and quiet. Saffron is quite rotund and cheery. And Jasper is like, for this era, nuclear gay,
Sounds good.
but completely closeted.
Of course.
What? Oh my god. Of course I love women. I love Vajorba. Looks at hand with smeared writing. I have a girlfriend who lives in Wyoming. I mean Canada. Ian, what's up?
So I may have been away and didn't hear. Are we going away and meeting up? Like, do we have time to like go and grab our stuff, or?
You have all of your stuff in the back room already. Of course you brought your katanas. It's a one shot. You just came back from learning the way of the samurai with your mentor.
Fair. But I'm still then I would like to spend it doesn't say how long, but I'd like to do some basically some meditation and doing that to activate a maneuver for Doe. I'd like to activate my iron shirt.
Sure, put on
it
your
doesn't
iron
say
shirt.
how-
Go ahead.
Yeah, it doesn't say what to. It just says it happens, so that's nice. So I get to add 3 extra soak dice to my.
Oh, you don't know much about Doe because you're brand new. That's on.
Oh, that's just constantly on.
What's your Doe rating?
My Doe rating is 3.
That means that you have to work out and meditate minimum of 3 hours a day, or else you don't have access to it.
Yeah, no, I figured Ian came, like, he did his
It might be
meditation
6
before.
hours a day at that, actually. I can't remember if it's 2 per dot or 1 per dot, but either
No,
way.
it's 1 per dot. It's 1 per dot.
Dot. It's Doe is amazing.
Yeah.
Doe is
So all that stuff is always on the maneuvers?
It's always on unless you have to roll to activate it, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
So you all assemble yourselves. You're waiting for.
So as we're getting ready to go, Imogen is very pointedly going into the back and comes back with her ally, her cat ally, like on her shoulders, and a satchel that is kind of weirdly shaped and bulky.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, we can go now.
Sharon is going to spend some time to put up a shield of probability just in case, but I'd like to try and get enough successes to have it for a significant period of time, like the day.
Sounds good. So this is going to be to downgrade damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me difficulty 6, please. Robin.
So, okay. As well, I would like to do a body control roll to try and get successes enough to basically slow my metabolism down. So if we do ingest any poison or drugs, I would like to be able to slow that process down and as well put up a mind shield, as Ian would like to do then.
All right, I'll just say body control works as a one shot.
Cool.
And you'll just roll. You'll roll when you take it, or if you take it. So mind shield gonna be difficulty of 5. And you want as many successes as you can. Anybody else casting preliminary magic before we head out? Okay.
Still just navigating with yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dice love me on one shots apparently because that's another 5 successes. Because I keep starting off with 2 10s.
So now you can soak lethal damage with your stamina. I believe you have to have. Do you have prime 3?
I do.
Okay, was that combined in there?
If it doesn't raise my difficulty, then or if I think I had 1 6 and everything else was above that. So
if you spend a quintessence, you can soak ag too.
Cool. Let's do that.
All right, done.
Can I have had body armor?
Sure, you can have a black jacket.
I would like to enchant armor with prime, please, to soak ag.
Okay, done. Give me a difficulty of 5, please. 4 successes. All right, so we're gonna treat your willpower as 2. That's a one shot. As 3 higher for the next scene.
Sweet.
So that means that any incoming stuff is at a difficulty of your willpower plus 3.
Awesome.
Okay. Phoenix, that's 2. So your armor is going to be raised by, or is going to be able to soak aggravated damage for the remainder of the session.
Yes.
Okay. And can your cat speak English or Portuguese?
I assume English because it's Avatar Companion, so it's been this has been coming through multiple lives with me, and probably in different forms. But it specifically says that they can give advice, insights, information about previous lifetimes, and acts in my best interests. So they're a lot like guardian angel.
Nice.
And because he's represented as an ally as well, he's actually like a really useful figure in my life. So it's like,
Okay, so
buddies.
as you all assemble and wait for the cult members to show up, the cat on his shoulder is gonna go, what's his voice like, or her voice like? What's their voice like?
Honestly, I think they might have a British accent.
They always have a British accent.
No, it's
What kind
because
of British
my
accent?
brain's he's an orange tabby cat, and
So British, Cockney, Irish, upper class, Tom Ellis, Hugh Grant. What kind of accent are we talking about here?
let's go Tom Ellis.
Hello, everyone. Good to have you all here. The cat will say as you wander in. Hello. Are we prepared to head out, or should I have some cream? I do enjoy some nice cream.
I think
Meow.
we're good.
I haven't been to a soiree in quite some time. Meow.
I think you've been to a soiree quite like this one.
I hope not. I'm always down for new experiences. Meow. And with that, you were going to see your cultists pull up outside and prepare to take you to the rave, which we will be going to in just a minute. But let's take a 5-minute bio break real quick to recharge. So folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 5. Thanks for being here at Onyx Path. Hey everybody, we're back. Dun, 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 dun. And this is the part of the program where we normally do this for our home channel, which this is our home channel, for our home games. So this is the part where we talk to the chat. Let's chat for 5 minutes. How are you guys enjoying the 90s?
A lot.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
fun.
far, so good.
I'm enjoying this character so much, and I kind of want to see them in like a regular run game so that you can really flesh them out a bit more.
I mean, that's fair. There's a lot of really cool stuff. The 90s are great. Seattle in the 90s is like, it's cool. It was a cool place to be.
Yeah.
Are you
So,
suggesting there's something cool about having a 90s aesthetic? Wow.
Wow, it's pretty cool. It's
Wow.
It's
You're
pretty
pretty
neat.
your
It's-
face is pretty cool.
Your face is pretty cool.
All of
the
your
villain's
faces are pretty
Patrick Warburton.
cool.
Oh,
takes
let's
one.
not-
Takes one to know one.
Ladies, let's not fight. We're all cool.
We are all cool. That's true.
Oh,
It's
God.
really nice, like poking Mage again. It's been years to me. I haven't even read M20 yet before preparing for this game.
It's gonna be
just
M30 by the
nice
time you get
to
into it.
pop back in. Probably, yeah.
It
It'll have
almost is.
wrinkly
It almost is
bones.
M30.
No, well, I mean, Kelly, remember
Is
when
it
we were talking
M30
on Paradox?
Is it M30 next year?
1993 is when the first books came out.
It's M30 now.
Yes.
Oh boy.
That
Oh
is-
boy.
Oh. Wait, has this book been out for 10 years?
Yeah, it came
No.
out while I was. Oh, it came out while I was in Japan. That's right.
which I looked up
Yep.
Oh,
Um,
Christ.
for 99. I was probably in either grade 3 or grade 4.
Future's now. 30 is
Not
now.
BB.
So happy day, everybody. I hope you're all having a great day and that you've had a good Onyx Path Con. A big thank you to everybody who came and supported us and supported all of the other games that were running on this channel during that time and who followed us over to play on Simulacra TV and on Plastic Age Plays. I also want to specifically call out Travis Legg, who is the big organizer behind everything, of everything with the con and organizing all of the games and stuff. Travis is a great dude, and you can see them in Millie's Star Trek game over on our Patreon. So that will be hitting public in about two and a half months. But yeah, so this is still technically part of Onyx Path Con, but we're home and we're the last game of the weekend, I think. So I feel pretty comfortable being like, yo, what up? Welcome to Dork Tales.
What if we was dorks telling tales
What if we was dorks?
on the internet?
We're dorks. So yeah, I think it's a lot of fun to be playing old World of Darkness stuff. I really like it. And if you like it, let us know. If you are not part of our Discord yet and want to hang out with other people who like Onyx Path games and tabletop role-playing games in general, go to our Discord. Someone pop that link up in the chat. Also, if you're watching this later on YouTube, it's down in the description. You can always find all of our links down there, or you can find it at our new website, dorktales.ca. Because .com, someone stole that, and they want like $4,000 US for that, and I'm not paying for that.
It's fine. We're Canadian. I mean, we're in Canada.
We're in Canada. I'm not Canadian yet, but maybe
No,
someday.
but you're collecting Canadian dollars. up here.
Connecting Canadian dollars. Oh, that's true. I'm not paying 6,000 Canadian dollars for a web domain. Just stupid. So join the Discord, and folks, if you like more content like this, don't forget to go over and join our Patreon, because we do an extra 6 or 7 games a month plus a podcast. Plus, I recently have been polling people. Now more for 5e stuff, but I think at our $10 tier, I'm gonna start releasing a module once a month, like I did for Strixhaven.
Oh wow.
So I think it'll be like a one shot. So it'll be like 5-6 pages maybe, but once per month for anybody of that tier. So and my modules are pretty fun. So I think that's a good idea. Plus it forces me to write, and then basically I'll sell it later on Drive Through RPG or something. But I don't know. I think it sounds pretty
I
good.
think that's a great idea.
Forces me to write because I'm a writer. Anybody have anything they want to talk about mage-wise here?
I
before we hop
mean,
back in?
if you're watching Mage and you have no idea what's going on, you can always check out Paradox,
There
a
it
Mage
is.
the Ascension podcast, where I go through all of the like basics of Mage. And episode 6 should be coming out this week, where I start going on a deep dive into the different spheres, which is going to be fun.
Oh, that will be fantastic. Ooh, we need to set up that. I thought we had... Was it Magecast? What is
It might be Paradox Podcast. Like...
It's our Paradox Podcast. If not, we should need to... There it is, Paradox Podcast. So everybody check that out. Also, because of popular demand, our Mage the Ascension, the Victorian era game, is going to be hitting podcast. I meant to do it before Onyx Path Con, but I just got really busy. So I'm dedicating myself to putting it up next week. Is it on my to-do list? It is now. Mage podcast. So that will start being released next week. So you can stop bothering Jen about it. Because people keep messaging and being like, what's this game you keep talking about? Where is it? If you are on YouTube, you can listen to it right now on YouTube. Just search Mage the Victorian Age. I'm pretty sure we're the top result of any actual play. Yeah. Well, I hope y'all are enjoying this. We're gonna hop back in just a second, but yeah. This is good. I want to run more stuff that's like a little weirder, and I want to do more short runs. So I've got some ideas for more mage stuff. I also am interested in running some more They Came From for people like y'all, because I really want to do some.
I have not tried that yet. I want to try it.
I haven't.
It's
either.
a lot of fun.
I've
They
been
Came
invited
From
to play
Camp
it
Murder Lake.
twice now, and I couldn't make either of them.
What's that?
I've been invited to play it twice now, and neither of them I've been able to join. So I would love the opportunity.
I need to try out playing Camp Murder Lake with Millie.
Yes,
so
oh
you
my
can
gosh,
just murder
let's
you?
do it.
Yes.
When is the Elos book coming out? Oh boy, it's on it. It's like 2 years from now, probably. I'm working on it. I'm working on some new races for it that are pretty good. But actually, it is on my to-do list to do a lot of editing of certain parts of the wiki that are just my domain, and also some more setup and some more merits, or not merits, some more feats and abilities and classes and stuff. So ask me again in September if I have a large... I will try to have 20 pages done by September. I will try. Does anybody else have any projects they want to promote real quick before we hop back in?
This
Alright.
is the project that I do mostly.
This is
Yeah.
true. I like your gloves.
Thanks.
Okay, Kelly, this isn't necessarily a project that I want to promote, but I feel I need to inform you. I am 15 minutes away from finishing Dorkpod episode 0, my final listen through, and then I'll send it to you to see if there's any edits you want to do.
Oh my god, that means that I have to work on it too, because I got to do the sound. Well, I don't have to do soundtrack on episode 1, but
No, but I can then get started on the
I
rest.
should
so.
probably have like the intro that's like, in a world without blah,
I
blah,
already
blah,
did
blah.
that.
Oh, you already did that. Did you send that to me?
Yeah, you liked it.
All right. I don't remember it, but I liked it.
Okay, well,
cool.
maybe not the yeah. It was when you were like talking about the that intro bit. So
I feel like I liked it. My brain's really Swiss cheese today. So hopefully that'll be good. Or no, I mean, it will be good, but hopefully I will remember it. So yeah, whatever. You just put it in there. I trust you. It's all good. That's why you're the best editor I ever
what
had.
I've done is I've saved the original without like all the edits on it, so that if you want me to change it back, I can.
Nice. We also should probably talk me, Christine, Robin, and Amy, because Robin, you're coming in back into the city, and we should probably see if we can fit a Dork pod recording during that time in the evening one night. Something, because
Yeah.
I think everybody's gonna...
See how
Yeah.
busy Amy is, because I think I will be off work for 3 weeks then.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
So if
It
we're
should
not
just be fine if
hugely,
it's in the evening. Yeah.
we're not
Yeah,
hugely
should be
busy, we
good.
might even want to try and fit 2 or something in.
All right, so
Take advantage of Robin being here.
Yeah, but it's my
Alright.
sister and I's birthday in the
Yeah.
course of a week, so I'm probably going to be up island for a few days of that, and it's less than a
Oh, of
week,
course.
so unfortunately. So we'll see.
We'll figure
Mm.
something out.
we'll figure something out maybe. It's fine. We're like 6 months ahead on that podcast once it gets edited. So like it's only going to be a once monthly thing at the most. So once we start releasing it. So, all right. So folks, let us head back into game. Let's head back into Mage the Ascension, the Victorian. No, wait, no. Blah, 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 blah. That's rote memorization right there. Let's head back into Mage the Ascension 1999 here on Dark Tales as part of Onyx Path Con. You head north. All of you cram into the van alongside of Jasper, Tabitha, Paul, and Saffron, and start heading north on Seattle, or through Seattle. It's a jolly, jovial ride as you all make your way north, and by the time you reach there, it's a little past 9 o'clock. It's dark out, and the rave goers have started to trickle in, probably around the time that the poetry session ended. People are getting pretty hype inside. You can see it's a large mill with a couple of big, thick-necked bouncers on the outside, covered in tribal tattoos, wearing muscle shirts. It is very warm outside at this point, but there's plenty of parking nearby. What do you all do? Just head up.
Annie, you okay with handing out some pamphlets?
Yeah, of course I can hand out pamphlets. I would love to hand out some pamphlets for you, Jasper says.
Thank you. We're here to fun too, but it's always good to multitask. Blessed is the multitasker, I think.
Blessed is the multitasker.
So there are bouncers, you say?
There are, yeah, people outside taking money because it is a cash rave.
Okay. Well, I have a bunch of weapons on me that I don't actually want them to find, so I'm gonna make myself invisible. Forces 2, Prime 2, rope, please.
Okay. You don't need Prime 2 for that. You just need Forces 2.
According to the 9 spheres, I do. Forces 2, Prime 2.
Nope.
For
It's
like
bullshit.
full invisibility, like sound, everything.
No, just Forces. That
Okay.
book isn't always right.
Core will help you if you use Forces 2 to like.
Yeah,
Because
you
then
do
you're not
Core 1 and
blinded.
Forces 2.
Okay,
Or it's
Forces,
like
Forces 2 then.
forces and life or something weird like that.
I'm
to, like,
basing it
make
off of the suggested
secure
ropes
pattern
in the
or
9
something.
spheres.
Totally. I'm making
So-
it easier for you, though. So give me a difficulty of 6. And how much Paradox do you have on you right now?
0.
Cool. Put 1 point of Paradox on you.
I have done nothing vulgar yet.
Well, you just did.
One moment. When the 10s stop, I will let you know.
Holy shit. Really?
Yeah, I would like to just make my sword invisible with Forces.
Sounds good. Go ahead. Forces 2. Difficulty of... Oh, wait. I'm sorry, Christine. Your difficulty actually would have been 1 higher because this is vulgar.
Well, 3 10s, so...
Okay. So 3 successes. You are invisible for the remainder of the scene. Robin, you're going to be at difficulty of 6.
Okay.
I would like to.
I botched.
Oh no.
2 2 1.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Okay, so how much Paradox do you have on you right now, Robin?
0.
Well, you just got 2.
Jesus.
And the Paradox just bought some bank 2 on your sheet.
Okay.
So you're going to try to make your sword invisible, and instead it's just going to glow brightly for a second, like it's made of like plutonium, and then it's going to go.
Oh dear.
So I have 2 effects up at this point.
Yes.
Now.
So from now on, your difficulty will go up by 1.
Okay.
As long as you have 2 effects up. Sharon, you were going to do something?
Yeah, and then the sword started glowing. Can I, if I were to say, go make some sort of like, not really chat up the bouncer, but like make some sort of distraction. Maybe I have arcane, so they probably won't remember me after, which is lovely.
They
But
won't remember you.
go,
now.
go up and like make some sort of scene of there are children who live nearby, and
Oh, so you want a Karen? Okay.
Yeah, I want a Karen, but I want to use entropy 3 to make it less likely that any of the others are noticed, if I can.
So just create distraction? Yeah, that sounds good. What other spheres do you have?
Entropy and prime.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's an effect that we've never used in a game before. Reminder that with Prime, you can create something when coupled with another sphere. You can create just chaos with Prime and Entropy together.
Ooh, yes.
You can't aim it. You can't
Okay.
say what it is, but you gotta be like, over there, and just spend a point of quintessence and create chaos.
Done. Yes. So I will make sure that everyone knows when this is about to go off, but I'm gonna look at the sword and just go, I think I have an idea to get us all in without being noticed. Go on my mark. You'll know what it is.
Phoenix has
then
already started walking in because she's invisible.
yeah.
Okay. Imogen. What
And
do you do?
Imogen's gonna like kind of like will listen to that and will nod. We'll put like assist Oxford down onto the ground, the cat, and is then going to shuffle behind the van, kind of like trying to make sure there's no one looking around, and is then going to activate her tattoo and is going to turn into a cat as if she has level 5 life.
Okay. You're gonna turn
And
into a cat.
she's got her little satchel bag thing has like a thing noose around it so she can like carry it like around her neck or something. So
Okay.
that is a life 5. I think I have to roll for it because it's got its own arete.
Yeah.
Or arete. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do
Arete.
that.
But you roll with its arete, not yours.
Yeah, which I have. Thank goodness.
Okay. And Stella, are you doing anything or just preparing?
Oh, just like gonna go in. We'll stop when you said that you're gonna like get us in undetected, but she was just fully intending to like go check in, say hi to the bouncer, and go rave.
Sounds good. So you all prepare to head up. Phoenix, you're just going to kind of mill in. Can you just give me a quick dexterity and athletics roll at a difficulty of 5, not to bump into people too much? So, Imogen, you're going to McGonagall your way in. What'd you get?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out the difficulty because it doesn't give me specifically, but it's usually what's the difficulty? It's like highest sphere
So difficulty 8.
plus
Or
It'll be
9
8?
technically, but we'll say 8.
8. Yeah. And now, am I able to? No, I don't have. So it has its own quintessence that it spends to do this, I'm guessing, based on how this all works.
So what'd you roll?
I got.
Did you botch?
No, I got 2 successes, I think.
Okay.
You
So
said
you'll
it
be
was-
able to shift down.
Yeah, okay.
You'll have to roll again to shift back, but
And basically, it just goes down, puts the thing on, and like picks it up partially in her mouth, and then is like, all right, let's go. So it's Team 2 Cat sneaking in.
Team 2 Cat sneaking in. All right.
Cat burglars.
So, okay. That is quite a mouthful you just typed in there, Robin. Robin is learning Akashic techniques for the first time, and the Akashic book is wonderful but slightly overwritten in places. So one moment while I'm going to parse this for you as well, just as the ST. You do not worry about paradox if it's a wonder. So, in any turn you win initiative. You can step in and strike while your enemy is still readying or defending their guard. While the attack is sloppier than normal, to +2 difficulty, the defender applies the difference in initiative ratings as a penalty to any attempt to block or dodge that turn. So, basically, if you have initiative on someone, Robin, your first attack or in any turn, that you are faster than someone in the initiative, you can make a higher difficulty roll that makes their attempts to dodge that much more difficult.
Cool.
Because you're just working too quick.
Cool. Sounds great.
So that is what that means. It's a little overwritten, but it makes sense when you kind of are like, okay.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, what it means wins initiative, and then, like, step
if you-
in was like, does that mean I step in on anyone's turn if it's before theirs, or like, I was trying to figure out what that meant if I got like. an
yeah,
extra
if you have a
attack or
higher
something.
initiative, then you can pull that off, basically.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
basically,
okay.
it just means you'll spend your turn doing that. The step in makes it seem like you're preempting.
Yeah,
but it's
exactly.
just
That's
that-
why I was wondering.
So it doesn't give you an additional action, but it does give you an action that's too quick for them to dodge well.
Okay, cool.
So it's basically it's a cool little technique. It's just written weird according to the way that role-playing games run 20 years past that book's writing.
Well, and the way it's written makes it sound like they then have a penalty to any attempt against the rest of your party to block, dodge, or counterattack that turn.
Oh yeah, they do.
So the rest of us would also get a bonus.
Yeah.
Yo, no, you're
I see.
absolutely right, Christine. I
Mhm.
did I
That
didn't
sounds
read
like
it
the
that
way
way,
that
but that's
end bit's written. So that's the benefit of you going before
Oh, yeah.
an enemy and doing this
And-
particular thing.
And having because the Akashic's difficulty is higher, so like you cause a problem for yourself by being super fast, and
Yeah.
your attacks maybe not going to land, but they can no longer block effectively any of us.
Yeah, but actually my attacks are already start one difficulty less than usual, like attack, so it's
so that
like,
means you're just a +1 difficulty normally, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Cool.
pretty ideal for you to have a great initiative because then you can
we
do that sort of stuff for the
reminder
rest of
what
us.
what the initiative is again?
It's 1d10 plus your dex and wits.
Yeah.
And if you have a wits or dex specialization, that 10 can reroll. All right, so with that, you all are going to start headed toward the front of the rave. You can start hearing the sound of the pumping bass line inside as the EDM, well, the pre-EDM, starts echoing out. And as you make it up toward the front of that, you can see people are just getting like quickly patted down at the front. There's a girl with candy raver pigtails, dressed in very like a goth push-up corset, with some cyber goth tubing in her hair, blowing a bubble and collecting the 20s as people pass. And then these two thick-necked bouncers. Sharon, if you're going to roll that, go ahead and
I am.
that's going to be, for random chaos, that's going to be difficulty of 7.
That is 3 successes.
Okay. Now there's a bunch of people in the parking lot nearby. There's a low-hanging sheet of rain from the previous night. And as you are, you just kind of, how do you do this? Like, what do you do to unleash chaos?
I think in this case, since we're now kind of close, I think I'm just going to try to think, because I was gonna kind of do it from farther away, but this actually makes more sense for us to be close. So
Okay.
I'm trying to rethink how she would do this. She's just going to maybe bump into somebody and start off like a domino effect.
Okay. So, and do you just kind of like, do you have like a little prayer that you do? Do you have just like a set of dice? Like, how do you do this focally?
It's she believes in fate, and so that's why it's the domino effect, because it's just like she's just causing something. It's like the butterfly's wings. She's causing something to make it
So
go
you're
off.
gonna bump a random guy who's gonna turn around, spilling the solo cup of another guy behind him. That's going to splash another guy in the crotch. Who's gonna turn around and punch that guy, which is going to impress the girl that this big thug just picked up, who's immediately gonna go, oh, that's so fucking hot, and is gonna jump up and straddle him and start making out with him. They're gonna tumble backwards, and his ass is gonna hit the bumper of a car, which is going to set off its car alarm. However, that car's parking brake is going to disengage and is going to roll backwards into 2 more cars, setting off their car alarms and their airbags, one of which is going to hit a guy who was just getting out of his car, and he's gonna start screaming, help! What the fuck? And you're gonna hear wee 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 brum 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 yeah. And the bouncers are gonna go, what the shit? And are gonna step out of the way.
feel like maybe they have like kind of some barriers off the side where they don't want people coming through, which they would be able to see if somebody hopped them if they were visible. So Phoenix is just going to hop one of those to avoid hitting anybody while invisible.
Sounds good. And the rest of you can go ahead and make me a dex and stealth roll to try to sneak in.
And I pulled up the stats for a domestic cat. Can I see the physical world again?
Yes, you can now. The sword stopped
6?
glowing. Difficulty 6.
Then I have 3.
3. Okay. 3.
3
I
as
also
well.
have 3.
I rolled
3.
3 dice.
5. All right. With
4.
that, you are going to step inside and find yourself in a rave that is full of a throng of people. Honestly, about 200 people inside of this room, all sweaty, stinky. There are lights, strobes flashing everywhere, which we're going to spare the audience watching at home for the seizure warning, but just going to be a lot of people walking around. You're going to see like a guy walk past you wearing a gas mask and a Speedo.
Oh my god, is that a cat? Oh, what a cat! Cute kitty! Oh.
And then he's going to hook a nitrous tube up to the gas mask and start huffing.
So, seeing kind of people in the rave, Ian's gonna just like look. He's gonna take off his glasses, and then I'm not gonna do it because don't have a ridiculous pair of abs underneath me. But he will open up his butt shirt and just like let his muscular body be shown.
Okay, what's your appearance score?
My appearance is 3, and I get a +2 on all social rules dealing with that from appearance.
So as you're doing that, a white girl with long kind of dyed blue dreadlocks is going to like turn around and is going to kind of make a bit of a and is going to put a hand on your stomach. Go, hi, my name's Candy. How are you? Who are you?
Oh, hi.
Look, you know my favorite
Candy.
thing about Happy Trails? She puts her
Yeah.
hand on your belly button where there's like just a little bit of hair.
Mhm.
They go all. She starts marching her fingers the way down.
Oh, there. He'll grab her finger.
Oh my god, you're exotic. Where are you from? Are you
Well,
from
I'm-
Europe?
I'm from Canada, eh?
Oh my god, Canada, that's so far away.
I know. I was wondering, do you know?
Are you Mexican? You've got like a
Yeah,
real
totally.
cool. Oh, I didn't know that Canada was in Mexico.
Definitely is. Do you know where? I've heard there's some really interesting new.
Oh, you want to get high?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. What are you looking for? Molly, Coke?
Oh, I was hearing about this new drug going. It has a smiley face on it.
Oh,
heard of it?
man, that would be so fun. I love it when things are happy. I'm so happy. Oh, wait, I already took one of those. You mean this? And she's going to hold up like a little orange pill that it kind of looks like, anybody who's seen Cowboy Bebop, it looks like the Ed symbol. You mean like one of these? Here. And she's going to try to force it in your mouth.
He's gonna try and dodge, or he's gonna try and store it. He's gonna take it in the mouth. He's gonna try and. He's
Yeah, he
using
is.
He's using the delayed body.
Give me a body
control,
control
so-
roll. Stamina plus body control, please.
Yep. And I'm tough.
Meanwhile, as Candy the Candy Raver is trying to get all over E and Sarah, what's everybody else doing? So the cats are just kind of going meow 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 meow.
What's my difficulty, Kelly?
Difficulty on this.
I think you said
let's-
body control is 7. Those rolls are 7.
I think body control's always. I knew it was always like +1 at least. So yeah.
Yeah, it's 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes.
5 successes? Yeah, you basically have like a squirrel pouch.
Yep.
You manage to store it where it will be hidden and have the least amount of saliva deteriorating it possible for purposes of getting through the candy coating.
Yep.
Imogen, as you're wandering around stealthily, you're going to see a couple of burnouts near the edge who are like passing a bong around on these old sofas that have been dragged in, are going to look over and go, "Hey man, is that a cat? Hey kitty, do you want some? I have some cat food."
Huh. Okay,
Why do you
so
have cat food? I don't know. I like to eat it when I'm high.
I think so. Imogen and is basically to be like, okay, let's start doing some sleuthing. Let's go team cats, and is going to start like trying to look around, and is basically directing like Oxford and them are like tag teaming. I think.
This is an old lumber mill, so
Yeah.
there are so many levels everywhere.
Well, they're probably having kind of a lot of fun then, trying to keep it serious.
All right, so
I think I'm just gonna go over to those folks over there and are gonna start like sniffing around, and is looking. Yeah, so she's specifically looking for things that have been dropped, like any pills, like she can find scents, anything like that.
That sounds great. So what I want you to do is, it is very disorienting here. So you're gonna have a mixed difficulty on this. I want you to give me a difficulty 8. You're gonna have high road though. So give me a perception plus alertness roll at a difficulty of, let's say 7 because of vantage point, but kind of like balancing out with all the. So while you're doing that, hold your successes. I'll come back to you. Sharon and Stella, what are you
Sorry,
two
what was
doing?
the difficulty before you?
7.
Oh, Stella's fully just dancing.
I
She
want-
might see if anyone from the crew wants to join her dancing. But otherwise, she's gonna go meet like 1,000 people and touch them all.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a stamina or dexterity plus performance roll.
Sounds good.
Did they keep performance in M20? They did, right? Oh, what is it now? Is it just expression?
Expression. It's
It's
expression.
just expression.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you difficulty 6?
Difficulty 6.
I have 4. Wait, can I spend
so yeah.
willpower on this?
Yeah.
So
Normally
what
I'd asked
specifically
before,
does
but it's a
willpower
one shot, so do
do?
it.
In this, because it's
Gives you an
guaranteed
automatic
on this?
success.
Yeah, I mean, let's do that because I don't need to spend it in most cases. So
All right, so 5 successes to just be the center of attention.
yeah, exactly. That's fully what she wants.
Nice. Yeah, like people are flocking to you. What's Stella's appearance score?
3.
3? Okay,
Although
so
she has life. Well, let's leave it at 3 for now.
okay. You know what? If you want to do, if you want to say that dancing makes you more attractive, you can.
Oh, and also this only kicks in when something is actually challenging. So never mind. I do actually spend the willpower.
If you want to use this dancing as a focus for life, you can make a life effect to make yourself more attractive. Or to
yeah,
improve your
that
physical
sounds
stats.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and do it.
Let's be pretty.
Okay, so what I want you to do is, we'll say that was ability enhancing magic. So that was 5 successes. So you are going to just kind of like start like running your hands through your hair and all of that. So this is going to be difficulty of 3. So you're going to roll your Rattray, difficulty 3. You can spend willpower on this if you want.
I mean, I've already got 3. I already rolled.
Oh, you already rolled?
Yeah.
3? Okay, so let's say that this is going to increase your appearance to 5 for the remainder of the scene.
Sounds good to Stella. She wishes to be the sparkling star that gathers everyone's attention.
And because of the bad lighting, the fact that you're dancing really well, and the fact that everybody around here is high as balls, I'm going to say this is coincidental. Because you basically just like run your hand through your hair and do the sexy thing, where you just let it all down and get sweaty. And suddenly it's like...
Mysteriously, she looks like she just got out of a shower, not that she's been, dancing.
So you may also choose a specialty. So sexy, beautiful, jaw-dropping, something like that.
Alluring.
Alluring. All right, that is perfect.
Hashtag not a siren.
All right. Okay, so as you were looking around, Amy, how many successes did cats get?
So I rolled for me. Do you want me to roll for him for the other cat as well?
Yeah, go ahead. Sharon, while this is all going on, you can still hear outside. Woo, 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 woo.
That's fine. That's fine out there. I'm basically doing the opposite of Stella and being like the wallflower of not trying to engage with anyone and hiding kind of thing, but I'm going around. I kind of want to circle looking for anybody who looks like they're having a bad trip or needs medical attention that's just getting like lost in the crowd kind of thing.
Perception and alertness roll at 8 because of all the strobing lights and stuff.
Cool. So I have uncanny insight, alertness. I have ambushes, but I also have empathy and seeing past the mask as a specialty in empathy, if that would work it out. But I can do any of those.
You know what? You're Euthanatos, so give it to me at difficulty 7.
Okay.
And yeah, so you can see that there's a keg bar set up inside of here as well. Some people are selling drinks for about $5 a cup, which is a little expensive in the 90s, but you know, it's doable.
Sure.
Is it expensive at a rave? Probably. People are also selling candy necklaces and stuff.
So that's a double botch on 8 dice.
Oh no.
All right.
Yay!
So as you are approaching, you're going to see this big kind of frat looking dude, who like cheerses, clanks a red solo cup against this kind of like bookish little girl. Like little girl, I mean like 1920 maybe. This real mousy type, like barely 5 feet tall. Little Asian American girl. He's like this big white dude, like with that kind of like football player vibe, and she's like tiny and mousy. And as you glance over, you just can see what catches your eye is the light reflecting off of a pill falling into a cup. And someone walks in front, but you totally see someone spike a drink. And then the next thing you see is them clacking cups and drinking. And he kind of like gives her a wolfish grin.
Okay. I'm going to, since I can't stop that, I'm going to make my way kind of closer, but and just keep an eye on things so that she's not, super in trouble.
Okay. So you keep an eye on that, and they finish their drinks, and he's like pretty like, yeah, it's like, and she's like kind of like very demure, kind of like watching him like, very shy. Like that's the kind of vibe you're getting. So looking around the scene, kind of placing it, you were going to see that the place is completely flooded. The DJ's up at the front, kind of up by the front. There's this like giant aquarium that's full of like this like rainbow liquid that's kind of sloshing around on itself. It looks really cool. A lot of people are kind of staring at it all high, like, oh dude, what the fuck. Stella's kind of dancing over by it, and Cat's up ahead. How many successes did he get?
So he got no success, but it was not a botch. Now you're talking about drinks, and this just reminded me of something, and I need your to figure out if you're approving this or not. So remember my Wonder, my teapot that I'm carrying around with me? One of its effects is that it actively screws up any beverage that's nearby, like within a nearby that is not tea.
Okay.
Like, so if things are ice, that ice is melting and something's floating in it. If it's coffee, it is stale coffee. If it is milk, it's curdles.
I just paid
so
$5
so I just realized that everywhere we're going, everyone's drinks are just not good. And like it's just moving with them as they're going through. Okay, so however you want to do that, I just remembered
Okay.
I'd put that in.
So over by the front of the room, you are going to see as the beat picks up again that there's a guy walking around, looks like a total fed, dressed in like a button-up shirt with pocket protector, wearing this like plastic trench coat, that's walking around going, "Hey, I've got free drugs here. Who wants to try some new shit that'll blow your mind? It is great. You should have some right now," and starts just like popping in people's mouths. And
Phoenix
Stella,
would
you're
like to perception the fuck out of him. Does he
Okay,
look like
so-
a technocrat?
well. This is kind of at the front of the room, so if you're making your way up there,
Yeah, like Phoenix is invisible and going into the space.
okay, make me a perception and alertness to see if you can see him, because he's kind of making his way out. Give it to me a difficulty 8 and tell me if you get any successes. Ian, you're kind of over there getting candy trailed. You have that in your mouth. Are you saying anything to Candy?
Yeah, he's gonna ask, be like, well, so, you know, I have my friends and I think they'd like some more. Do you know where you got that from?
Oh yeah, that guy over there. And she points, and you can see that the crowd's kind of like bumping into Phoenix. Phoenix, you're getting jostled around a bit. But you can totally see that, like, over by the front of the dance floor where Stella is, there's this guy handing out these drugs. And
Can I use Prime 1 to do sight?
yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, give me that difficulty.
I want to take a look at this guy.
Difficulty 4, please.
Oh.
All right, so Ian, do you start heading that way too?
By 2 10s.
Yeah, Ian
Two
will
tens?
start making his way over.
Okay,
Totally
there
two.
is
They exploded into nothing.
perfect. So looking around Magic, you can see that he is glowing with a couple of effects. And those pills definitely have spirit and some other spheres that you are not aware of in it. Probably mind.
Look around and see if
Imogen.
she can catch eye contact with any of these beings.
So, sorry, I mentioned that, so other cat got no successes, didn't botch. Imogen got 4.
Yes, so you're
And
going to
that's it.
notice this
Yes,
right
okay,
away.
Sorry. Yeah.
So from your vantage
Cool.
place, you're going to see all of this. So
As
what do
Ian's
you all
turning
do?
away, he will spit out the drugs. Just FYI. Out of his
Okay,
pocket. He's gonna...
it bounces on the ground and rolls underneath someone's boot. Sharon, as you're watching your friends begin to head toward the front of the room, you're going to see that the big guy kind of like leans over on the girl and is like, "So, oh shit, I don't feel so good. Oh my god, are you okay? Oh, you look like you're, maybe we should get, no, I'm fine, I want to have a good time with you, this is our first date. Oh, don't worry, I'll take you somewhere safe," she says, and starts trying to drag his big meaty arm away. "No, I should check in on our friends." "No, they're outside." "What? No, they're not. I think I can see Tommy right over." What do you do?
I'm gonna walk up to them because this also ain't cool. Oh my god, I'm going to pull the Karen again, except it's not called the Karen at this point. But I'm gonna be like, did I happen to like catch a name or anything while they were talking? Like,
He kept saying babe, but he did mention, I think I see Tommy over there.
I'm gonna go full like mom mode and just go, "There you are. Have you seen Tommy?" And rush right up to try and talk to him.
Miss Lewis? Is that you? Who is this? Greg, who is this?
I'm his friend's mother and I'm looking for him.
Oh shit.
He wasn't supposed to come out tonight.
Oh man, yeah, I think he's over there.
Where? Show me. And I'm gonna like grab his arm to.
Hey, no, he needs to get out of here. He's not feeling well. She's gonna
Maybe he
kind
just
of
needs
try
to
to
get-
pull his other arm.
I'm gonna drop my voice. Maybe he just needs to get away from you, sweetheart.
Make me a presence, a charisma and intimidation roll, please.
Cool. I'm not great at those.
That's okay. And I'll say it's difficulty 5 because mom voice.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Scary old lady.
Thank you for the difficulty 5. That gave me 1 success.
She's going to glare at you, and he's going to wander over to... Greg's going to wander over to find Tommy with you. And he definitely is starting to feel the effects of a drug. Fast acting. He's very kind of like... Starts tripping over his own feet as he's walking. Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Lewis. Or is it Weber? Is it Weber? Lewis?
It's okay. It's okay, Greg. It's okay.
Tommy,
I'm gonna walk him over towards his friends.
Okay. There are some guys sitting over on a table, just like passing a bong around. They're like, "Hey, Greg. I don't feel good, guys."
I'm just gonna try and like back away as like he goes to his friends so that they don't really notice me right there behind him in the crowd.
Your arcane will cover it. All right. And then you can start merging with the rest of your friends. Dancing up at the front of the room. There's this guy passing out pills. What do you guys do?
I want to approach him because he doesn't. I think he seems kind of technocratic. Like
He has that kind of vibe.
So if he's reaching into like a pocket to grab his pills to hand out, I'm gonna try and pickpocket him from behind invisibly.
He's got a fanny pack in the front full of drugs.
All right, you know what? Sure, I'm just gonna try and like. How loose is this around his hips? Like loose, or like?
No, it's tight. He's got like it's like real tight around his hips, but it has like it's got one of those like plastic clips.
Okay, under the trench coat or over?
Under the trench coat.
Damn it.
It's not buttoned up, but you'll have to reach into his shirt or into his coat.
You know what? Everybody's kind of pretty jumping and crowded, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and just gently bump him into other people and then reach a hand around and try and undo it.
Okay, give me a strength and brawl roll.
Oh god, brawl? Shit.
Yeah, make the virtual adeptus link physical.
Brawl.
Okay.
I hope
So
this would
just
be
strength.
something else, kind of like sleight of hand type style, streetwise or something.
Do you have security or larceny?
Those were not on the sheet, so no.
Yeah, they're not anymore. I think it's
Oh,
technically
yeah.
like under Streetwise now or something.
Oh, that's right. They combined it, so you can do streetwise.
Yes. Okay. What's my difficulty?
Difficulty 6. Or yeah, 6. It's pretty. You're invisible.
4.
4. All right. So 4, you are going to reach in and unclip it, and it's gonna fall to the ground, and you're gonna kind of like grab it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this fanny pack's gonna fall to the ground and start floating in midair. Stella, you're gonna see that. Ian, you're gonna see that. Imogen, you definitely are gonna see that.
And then I'm gonna try and duck into the crowd.
The guy in the trench coat is gonna turn, look you like dead in the eyes as you start to turn, and go, "You fucking bitch!"
And then she's gonna try and dart into the crowd.
And he's gonna say, "Fucking tradition scumbags, Bruno, stop him!" And I would like an initiative roll.
Oh dear.
Okay, 1 for him, so that is, he has an 11. And 1 for, what's my initiative score? Dex 3.
1d10 plus dex and wits.
And having
Plus-
a wits specialty allows me to reroll 10s, right?
It depends. What is the witch specialty?
Street Survivor.
Okay, sure. Also, big shout out to Tim Kulig, who did the intro for our Dragonlance game, because he's the one who did these rave songs.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So sorry, it's Dex plus wits plus, or is it the lower of Dex or wits?
It's Dex plus Wits plus.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so what's your mod, Robin? Like, what's the number you
6.
added to that?
6.
6? Okay, so you're gonna go first for 34. Okay.
I got 2 10s in a row.
What'd you
Damn,
do, Jen?
you got one more 10 than I did. I have combat reflexes as a wit specialty. So I got 27.
Oh no, only 27.
Only
Okay, so I
27.
got Phoenix. So I got Phoenix, Sharon, Imogen, then Bruno. Then I've got Ian. Then I've got Frost. Then I've got Stella. Then I've got Oxford. Okay, so Phoenix, it is your turn. What do you do?
I want to get out of this crowd and away, I think.
Okay. So if you're just trying to get through the crowd as quickly as possible, I want you to make me a stamina plus athletics roll to basically show how you're able to like push through the crowd.
Oh, actually, I forgot I had this, but
You have correspondence. You can just vanish.
sweet.
You have correspondence 3, right?
No, I have correspondence 2.
Ah,
I have
never
2s
mind.
and everything.
Okay,
um,
fair.
I think, but I do have the ability to destroy material with matter too.
Okay.
So I kind of wanted to get rid of his stuff.
There are people with solo cups everywhere. There's also the big aquarium.
Yeah, let's get the fish
With the
really
lava
high.
Well, there's no fish. It's just basically like this like rainbow oil slick working
Okay.
through it. Those fish should be long dead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna casually like toss it in with like matter to make sure that they all like disintegrate.
All right, sounds good. Just throwing that in. Go ahead and make me a matter roll. This is going to be difficulty 5, please.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right, that's enough to destroy a handful of pills. They're going to throw into the rainbow mixture and start disintegrating. And Sharon, it is your turn. What do you do?
How close am I to the guy who had all the pills?
I'd say you're probably about 30 feet through a crowd.
Cool. I would like to. Can I get to him and still do some stuff?
Yes, you'll take a slight penalty on your action for like the jostling, but yeah, I'll say so.
That's fine. I don't actually think I mean, I might be rolling intimidation, but as I get close to him, I am going to pull a knife and I'm going to try and hold it near his groin.
Okay.
So it's down and not like an obvious threat.
All right. So as you're gonna rush up and pull that, give me a. So what are you just gonna hold it out? You gonna do an intimidation roll or?
Yeah, intimidation.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Make me an
Basically,
intimidation
I'm just
roll.
saying, stand down and we'll go easy on you. Is kind of
Charisma and manipulation. Give it to me at a difficulty of 5 because you have a knife at his crotch.
cool. That is 2 successes at 8.
He's going to go, hey man, I'm just a scientist. I'm just doing field trials, man. I'm just doing field trials.
Not here, you're not.
Ooh, nice. What do you do? What do you do, Imogen, as the Kate?
So I see this, like
see this.
going down. Now, is he underneath something like a shelf or a beam or anything
There's
like that?
there's literally a catwalk right above him.
Can I run
So
along
he's
the
like-
catwalk and I want to distract
Along the
either
catwalk,
just-
yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You shake your
strut
little
on
tail.
the catwalk and shake my tail and
Okay.
distract. No, but I do want to make a distraction or something to try and draw people away from this guy and whoever this ally is that he just called for.
Okay. There is tons of lighting rigging up ahead or up above on this catwalk. So I'd say like
Cool.
kind of he's about 20, 30 feet from the
Is
DJ
there
stage.
cables?
There's tons of cables. You want to try to unplug one?
Oh. Yeah, I want to try and unplug one.
Okay, go
So-
ahead. Make me so you're a cat, so make me a strength and stamina roll to unplug if you're gonna stay in
Okay.
cat form.
Yeah. My difficulty? Strength and stamina?
Your difficulty is gonna be 6. but I want 3 successes for you to fully unplug this.
One, but it was a 10.
Okay. I'll
don't think
say,
it really
you know
helps.
what? Spend a willpower point. It's a one-shot.
Cool, I shall do so. And that just gets me an automatic.
That'll get you an automatic success. So I'll say
Yes.
an Oxford will lend his action to unplugging. And so at
I can
that...
just roll his how well he does, or just like if he's just assisting.
Yeah, add his strength to yours. I'll say he's acting on the same initiative as you.
Cool,
Because
that
you're
makes it easier. Yeah. And that's another 2 successes from him.
2 successes. So between the two of you, you're going to unplug a massive cable. And the lights around where he is are going to go completely out. Sharon, you're going to be in the dark with feeling his crotch at the end of your knife point. And at that point, it's going to go completely dark, giving you a lot of latitude to do stuff. And as you are all standing there, like you kind of push him with the knife, he kind of backs up against the fish tank. And then you're going to see a pair of red lights in the fish tank turn on, as in the dark, those of you who are right next to it are going to see this liquid lava shape inside of the fish tank begin to slowly stand up and take the form of a 6-foot tall man with glowing red eyes that will turn down, drugs still melded into the liquid metal of his body, and will go, confirmed, eliminating target. Phoenix, can you give me a Dex and Athletics roll to dodge? As he, or this creature, this human-shaped creature, it is kind of humid in here, so let's see, I have to roll Intelligence and Subterfuge.
What was my difficulty?
Your difficulty is 6. This is a dodge roll. That's 1 success.
4
Okay,
successes
that's
for dodging.
dexterity 3, brawl 3. Okay, he's going to stand up there, and just on a little bit of light that you can see reflected, he's going to raise his bare hand, and it's going to elongate into a blade. And he's going to take a swipe at your throat. How many successes?
4.
Okay. I got 4 as well. So
So I matrix dog out of the way.
you basically
Really?
matrix dodge out of the way. You have like a thin cut along the side of your shoulder from this. As you dodge out of the way, this giant liquid metal hit mark is standing there and turns and goes, my next attack will destroy you. And it is Ian's turn.
Hi. I'd like more turns, please, Kelly.
Okay. Give me an Arete roll, please.
Can I spend a willpower on Arete rolls?
Of course you can.
I would love
Okay.
to spend a willpower on Arete.
Okay, so this is vulgar, but everybody's high. So I'm gonna say that the
And the
difficulty
lights
is.
are off.
What's that?
The lights are off.
The lights are off. I'll say this is vulgar, but not with witnesses for purposes of the paradox difficulty,
Okay.
or for the difficulty. So this is going to be at a difficulty of 7. How much quint do you have?
I have 2 quint.
You want to spend 2 quint?
Yes, please.
Difficulty 5, please. Thanks for the sub.
Holy shit, I rolled 2 10s. 1 second.
So every 2 successes is an additional action.
Okay, so I have 3 successes so far.
Okay. Did you spend the willpower too?
Yep. So that's 4 successes. 5. And I got another 10. 6. 7 successes.
Okay, so first of all, add a point of paradox to your sheet,
Okay.
and please do me a favor and immediately make 3 actions.
So,
As you just-
one
The ending
action.
of Speed Racer happens.
Ian's going to stomp his foot, and I would love to cast a rote of, where was it? Purifying Step using
So-
my dough.
The
Yes.
only thing is you can't
I can't do
cast
magic?
additional. You
Okay.
can't do magic with your extra actions.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay, so never
However,
mind.
you have your super sword,
I do have my super sword, so yes.
your super salad.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to make, so 3 actions. I also have ability if I split my actions. Can I make 6 attacks on this hit
Yes.
mark?
Yes.
Amazing.
So here's the way that splitting actions works. Basically what you do is you take your dice pool. So I need your dexterity and your either
Dough.
dough or melee.
Okay.
Then what you're going to do, you're going to split your dice pool in half.
Mm-hmm.
So how many dice do you have total?
I have 6 dice total.
Okay. So that means you're going to be rolling 3 and 3. And do you
I get to
what do you
add
have that
1 dice to a pool from using butterfly
Split
palms.
Oh god. So you don't actually subtract for splitting actions. Normally you subtract the number of actions away from the second pool.
Yeah, no.
Oh god. Okay, so you're rolling 4 and 4, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, so roll me so here's what we're gonna do, just for nice ease of operations. You're gonna be rolling 4 dice at a difficulty of 5 because of dough.
Yep.
Roll 4 dice 8
Yep.
times. I can't remember if you can split extra actions that you get with time magic, but it's a one-shot and I don't care. So basically just tell me your successes as we go.
Okay, 3.
Sorry, you glitched for a sec.
3 for the first one.
Okay.
2 for the second.
Okay.
4 for the third.
Got 4 on
4 dice.
Jesus.
5, 8, 8, 9.
Okay, next one.
3,
Okay.
4,
Okay.
1. What am I at?
Okay.
I forgot to count.
You're at 1, 2, 3. You're at 6 out of 8.
Okay. 2.
Okay.
I really wish I had a specialty that allowed me to reroll 10s because I just rolled 2 10s on that one. 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now we're gonna do the crazy shit. First one. It's gonna try to dodge the first one.
Okay.
It is. That would have been a botch. Okay, so here's the crazy bullshit that's going to happen. I'm gonna do this math for you. A katana is usually a +3 lethal weapon. So what you are going to be rolling is let me just do the math real quick. So +3. What's your strength?
My strength is, hold on, it is 3.
Okay, so Jesus. There is a chance I can survive this. Okay, so you are going to roll the following number of dice against a difficulty of 6.
Okay.
Okay? I'm just going to put them in the chat. Your first attack has 8 dice. Your
Okay.
second attack has 7. 9, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8. There you go.
Okay.
Tell me your successes independently because I get a soak for each one.
Okay.
I have 11 soak dice, so there's a good chance that I will be okay some of the time. I'm going to pre-soak real quick. Okay, that's gonna take that away. What's my stamina? Stamina 7, so that will explode. That didn't help. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Damn it.
I'm gonna just type the
Patience, man.
numbers in the chat for each attack.
That sounds good. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And ones are really helping you right now. Let me just put that one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm rolling a bit of ones too.
Okay. Oh, that's a really good one. 1, 2, 3. 8, 9. That fourth one did not
Oh,
hurt,
that's a
and
lot of 10s, that roll. That's nice.
Ah, damn it.
I rolled 4 10s in that. I wish I had something to do damage.
Yeah, if you had powerful blows, that would be great.
Yeah, no.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I only have 3 more soak rolls to make. Hold on. Oh my god, that's almost all ones. What the fuck? Boom. Boom.
This is really
3.
exciting for podcasts, you know.
This one's not going up on podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I got tons of. Okay, 1. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, that kills.
6 for this
3
roll.
10s on that though. That's pretty good. Okay, 1, 2. So that's 3. All right, last soak roll. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Okay, so thank you very much. As you blur forward with katana speed, the ooh, I wonder. He might have actually survived this. Okay.
Like a lot of ones.
Okay, so soaked that. Oh my god, did I soak everything? 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. 5, 4, 3, 5. Okay, you're gonna blur forward with just a series of incredibly quick blows going cutting through his frame, and as you do that, you're going to slash through him a bunch of times, and he is just gonna slowly go target acquired as you slash through him a ton of times. You're not sure how damaged he is, because he's a liquid metal monster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, this was ridiculous. You were the fastest man alive.
Yup.
Frost is going to, like, keep his hands up and go, you really want to be lowering that knife, friend? And is going to attempt an empathic projection into you. What's your willpower, Jen?
6.
All right, I have 1 success. So you're going to lower. You're going to feel like you should lower the knife. You should lower your knife away from his crotch. So you're going to lower that, and he's going to go, and he's going to take off running.
Excellent.
Okay, Stella, it's your turn. What do you do, Stella?
Was I able to hear him say that he was just testing drugs earlier?
Yes.
How far away has he run? Can I catch him?
He is running toward the stage. He's basically like hopped up, and he's kind of doing that thing where he's kind of like leaning over on the stage to try to pull himself up.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's catch him. Sort of like, actually, you know, let's go with a little bit of subterfuge here. So let's go try to help him on stage. And then Stella's entire plan is to go, you know, they judge people for testing drugs and killing people, right? And rip the man body. He doesn't need this leg.
Oh god. That sounds great. Make me an Arete roll at a difficulty of 7, please.
That sounds great. Let's spend some willpower.
You can also lower the difficulty with quintessence on a 1-for-1 up to your avatar rating.
Let's do some of that too.
Oh god,
Let's
here
do
we go.
Just 2.
2? Okay, so that's gonna be difficulty
so
5.
Difficulty 5. I have 2 successes plus the willpower, 3 successes.
Okay, that's gonna be 6 levels of lethal damage.
Oh wait, I wonder if this works. I can look all dramatic. Hang on. Kind of works.
Oh my
It's a
god, it
little
really does
scuffy.
work. That's
I think it's
great.
gonna stop spinning. I think I forgot to tell it to loop, so it's just gonna pause ominously behind me. But
Okay,
just
so
turns around
reaching
to
down.
see this and then doesn't have a limb is the intention.
Yeah, his limb is going to completely rot off. It's going to start rotting up his side as well. He is going to go into full shock as you
and
deal
this is
6
extremely
levels.
vulgar.
It is. Add a point of paradox to your sheet, and add another point of paradox because there are witnesses. Actually, you know what? It's dark near the stage, so no, there are not witnesses right now. He's going to shriek, and his leg is going to rot off, turning to just an empty pant leg. And he's going, and he's going to start seizing on the stage. Oxford is going to laugh as his action. Serves that wanker right. And that is fantastic. Top of the initiative again with Phoenix.
Okay, so quick question.
Yeah.
One of my rotes, Arc, says that you can cause it to hit everything in the room within a broad category. Can a broad category be considered living machine, hit mark?
For
so I
what are you
don't
trying
hit
to
all
do?
the people. With correspondence and forces, pull an electrical charge out from an electrical object somewhere in the room and hit him with it.
Yes, you can aim directly for him.
Because yeah, it kind of says broad category, like all machines, all people, all plants.
So there
So all
are
hit
some
marks?
very all non-human robots. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, right? That's a
Okay,
broad
so make me an
category.
arete roll.
It's an
Suddenly
odd
someone else flies
category,
across
but-
the room because you didn't realize they were a robot too.
There's just another
Womp
hidden
womp.
hit mark in the room.
Okay,
And 10 still re-roll in this one, right?
10s will reroll on your magic.
Awesome. What was the difficulty? Sorry.
Difficulty of this is vulgar. I'll say vulgar without witnesses because everybody's high, so that's going to be what is it? Forces to
Core 2.
correspondence to. So that's going to be difficulty 3, 6, 7.
Sweet.
And I'm rolling. I actually failed my premium countermeasure roll. Holy crap!
4 successes.
4 successes? Okay, I get to soak this. The electrical system that Imogen just unplugged needs to find something to connect to.
And an arc of lightning comes out of it.
So yeah, the system that was powering all the generators that were out here suddenly are going to arc out and slam into him. That is going to be a power
Which
grid.
I think she's doing that by accessing the power grid with her little, like, flip phone.
So and this
she's
connects.
just gonna kind of be doing this, like, one-handed and just go, fuck the technocracy, asshole.
Okay, so that is going to deal the power grid and damage to him, I believe. Or is it based on your forces roll?
Leash is an attack with forces. Damage is based on the power source the adept is drawing from.
Okay, that's going to be
Inflicting
the
harm as per
generator,
the
which is going to be
Electrocution rules.
10 points of lethal damage per round that it's connected.
Okay. Yeah, so
Which
this is
I
from
get
the
a soak.
old Mage rulebook, because it's from the Virtual Adept book, so I'm not sure.
I get
how
to
that
attempt
changes?
to soak 10 successes, so per round, though, is going to be the part that sucks. Ooh, I did real well.
Yeah, so
I
this
love
is
having a
disgusting, because you can hit a lot of people with this if you really want to. Like, this is a good room clearing.
Okay,
Whoa.
the electrical system is going to power into him, and he's going to start electrifying. His blades are super electric, and he's going to kind of like look down and be like, "The Union cannot be stopped. You will be terminated." He soaked all 10 points of damage the first round.
Shit.
Sharon, it's your turn.
Don't think she's often been up against this sort of thing.
That's okay. You rolled enough to keep it going for a while.
So, dude is running away, and that's probably
He's not running
fine.
away anymore. He has collapsed on the stage and is in like
Oh,
almost
right.
death throes.
Well, he was running away. I stopped
He
paying
was running
attention
away.
when he started running away.
that's fair.
Because I have the lifesaver flaw, so I'm like, oh yeah, he can live because he's running away.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a hit mark is not alive, so I can go attack it.
That's the best part about them.
Right. So there's still like just a whole bunch of people in this room, aren't there?
Yeah, and they're freaking out, but it's also dark, so they're not really super freaking out. A lot of people think this is a stage show.
Cool.
They're also all really
Yeah.
high.
A lot
is
of
true.
them. Like, I say 95% of them.
Yeah. So fuck it. I'm going to draw my gun and fire it off at the hit mark.
Do it.
Can I use entropy and fire it to
Yeah, sure.
Like,
Slay machine.
make more? Yeah, basically.
Okay. Roll me 3 dice. Difficulty is 6, please. Unless you want to spend quintessence.
You know what? Sure, it's a one shot.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 3 points of quint because I can.
Okay.
So that's 3 successes.
3 successes. Let me roll my... Are you spending any willpower?
Oh yeah, sorry, I probably should have said
Okay.
that, but yes. Oh, so 4 successes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my premium countermeasures. You 4 successes. You get through with 1 success. So do me a favor and roll me your make me a Dex and firearms roll.
Okay. And I have a specialty in hand-eye coordination for Dex.
That'll work. Ooh, I didn't actually roll that well in my soak for this.
That is 6 successes on the firearms roll.
Okay. So your gun is a +2 most likely. So go ahead and give me 2 + 5, 7. 7. Roll me 7 dice.
Okay.
And add 2 lethal to whatever the final is. In fact, you know what? Don't worry about that. I'm just going to knock 2 off his soak immediately.
And 10s don't re-roll on damage, right?
They do not. Not unless you have... well, you have hand eye, so... Nah, no, they don't.
Yeah, that's fine. That's another 6 successes.
Another 6 successes. All right. It seems to absorb some of it, but 2 of those points of lethal are going to go through. This thing is starting to get somewhat hurt. Imogen, it is your turn. As a cat, what do you do?
Imogen is going to try and run over and try and direct themselves to be directly above one of the hit mark thingy, if she can, if it's underneath, and is going to quickly shrug off their little pouch satchel. I say little, but it's decent size. They're hefting it. It's going to and is going to drop it on top of the hit mark.
Okay.
To try to drop it right on its head. That's what we're going to try and do.
Okay. So give me a Dex and athletics roll.
Yeah, because I'm trying to aim kind of, but not majorly. So Dex and athletics.
Do it. Do it.
What's my difficulty? Sorry.
Difficulty it's kind of a ways to fall. I'll say 7.
Okay.
But you only need 1 success.
I'm gonna spend a willpower to make sure that I do.
Okay.
An 8 and a 10.
9 to 10. All right. Your bag is going to
Plus the
fall
willpower.
directly onto its ocular systems.
Now this is a hammered iron pot that's like this big. So it's just dropping. It's like a dense metal. This thing is
What is
ancient
its-
and
what's
also
its
has
Arete
lasted
rating?
a tand of time. Its Arete rating is 5.
Okay, roll me 5 dice against difficulty 6. Tell me what you get.
Okay.
Because you do not realize something that's wonderful about this. It's liquid metal, which according to your jinx is a liquid.
Oh my god. Okay. It says difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6.
And is this an arete roll, so 10s explode?
10s will explode.
Okay. That is 2 successes.
2 successes.
So,
All
and
right.
a 7.
You are going to drop the teapot on its head, and it's going to like start moving a little more brittly as it swipes its hand down. It is going to make an attack roll against Ian now. Ian, you are amazing and can try to use Dex and melee or doe to block instead of dodge, if you would like.
I would love to do
Okay.
that.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do contested rolls, Dex and melee. Let us do it. My difficulty is going to be 8 because my joints are stiffening from this as I am turning into a different type of liquid. Your difficulty is 5 because
So
you don't. Okay.
no.
You can spend willpower on this.
I would like to spend a willpower.
Okay.
So 1, 2.
And here's my favorite part of this.
5 successes. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
5.
6 successes.
6 successes. All right. I got 3 successes, so that means that you got 3 more successes than me. I want you to do me a favor and make me a strength plus 5 roll.
Cap.
Because guess what? You're parrying a part of my body with a sword.
What's my difficulty? 6? I'm guessing.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, wait. 5? Okay, let me roll my soak. But with a higher... How many?
5.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. You are going to collide in a sword stroke and are going to cut the tip of his knife arm off.
Nice.
And it's going to go into the audience somewhere where someone's going to scream because it's going to hit someone in the foot or something. Some guy in flip-flops is going to be very upset. And Ian, it's your turn. What do you do?
I think Ian's going to.
So,
I would like.
so what would you like to do? Go ahead.
I'm thinking I want to. I think I want to put more power into this attack. So I think instead of doing like the time effect to get the bazillion things, I'd like to just use forces too to just make my sword super fucking
Okay.
brutal.
Do it. That's going to be forces 2, difficulty of 5. You can spend quintessence to lower that.
We don't have any more contestants.
Okay.
That's gonna be 2 successes.
Okay. So I want you to do me a favor and make me a Dex and Doe or melee roll, difficulty 5.
Cool.
Oh no, this soak roll is
Man,
not.
I rolled so many 10s that I can't re-roll. 3 successes.
3 successes on the attack.
Mhm.
Okay. Do me a favor, and what you're going to do is you're going to roll strength plus 5 for the damage,
Yep.
and then you're going to add 5 levels to the total.
Cool.
Wait, that doesn't count.
8.
Neither is that. 8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me just re-roll these 10s. Okay. You know what? I'll knock those over. 1 second. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You are going to that's 8 with the plus 5?
Yeah, with the plus 5.
Okay. You are going to fucking cut this guy directly in half as you block his blade and then reverse your Iaido strike directly through his core. He is going to slough off onto the ground and is going to kind of like make this kind of you will be terminated. Arcs of electricity are slamming into him. It's still alive on the ground, kind of reaching out with its broken knife arm. What do you do, Stella? Stella, you're still on top of the guy who's like almost dead on the stage.
Oh, I can't do anything about a hit mark at all. She's just gonna hang out with this guy. Like maybe throw a shoe with a hit mark.
Just start talking to him about your cult.
I mean, to recruit later.
Make me a dex and athletics roll to throw a shoe.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, what's the difficulty?
The difficulty is 6.
Okay, I have 2.
Okay, you're gonna bonk it upside the head with a shoe from a distance. Is it a big like clodhopper?
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's gonna go terminated, as it shakes its head off, trying to redo its programming.
What?
And
it is British. Yeah, she can't do anything about this.
And it's going to look up at Ian at the beginning of the new round and go, "You will be terminated." And Phoenix, do you keep your effect going at the beginning of your turn?
Yes, please.
Cool. I rolled 4 out of 10 soak dice, or 4 out of 10 that needed. It takes an additional 6 levels of lethal damage, and he is going to explode in a shower of sparks.
And that's how we do the technocracy in this house. And she's gonna drop her invisibility, I think, at that point.
And as you say that, the house lights are going to go up, and you're going to hear, "Fire Marshal! Everybody get the fuck out of here!" And everybody's going to turn and look at each other, and someone's going to yell, "The cops! Run!" And that's going to be where we're going to call game for today, I think.
That was so good!
Nice.
Yeah, that's fun.
Oh,
It was so much fun.
I thought it was so funny you dropped a teapot on it, because it's like literally changes liquids, and I'm like, I'm gonna roll to see if this affects.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, no, it really hates liquid that isn't tea because it's a bitch.
I specifically chose the liquid metal Terminator, the liquid metal hit mark 6 at the beginning of this episode,
God.
and I'm like, it's really temperamental. Like if it's in a situation where it's in high heat, sandy environments, or high cold, it will start to solidify. And will have difficulties and will not be able to form its shape and stuff. So you did that, and I'm like, okay, I'll roll to see if it beats its premium rating. Oh, look. I guess it's gonna start like slowly chunking up. So I raised its soak difficulty to 8 for 1 turn. And that's what suddenly Ian could cut right through the bitch. Oh. Good job, Samurai.
Thank you all.
Well, I guess
You and
the thing
Phoenix-
probably also was heating it up a bit too.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
This
God,
made me hurt.
absolutely it
cooked
was. Oh, good teamwork all around,
God, I
everybody.
love this.
So that is Mage 1999. I hope you enjoyed this game. Folks, this is not one of our normal games, but I do want to thank all of our patrons at patreon.com/dorktales. Thank you for being here. We're going to be back tomorrow night over on Patreon with Strixhaven, A Curriculum of Chaos. I hope you join us there. And if you're not on our Patreon, consider going there. Patreon.com/dorktales for as little as $5 a month. Presently, you can get more than 6 games a month. 6 games, 1 podcast, and some other stuff coming soon to you. A big thank you to Onyx Path for putting this event on. Onyx Path Con is always a lot of fun, and I really appreciate all of the hard work. And players, I appreciate all of the hard work that y'all did. Do we want to say, let's go quick goodbye, starting with Bunny?
No, I'm totally unprepared. Goodbye. I love y'all. This is really lovely. It was so wonderful to get to pop in to Mage again for the first time in very, very, very many years. Yeah, no, I have been Millie and or Bunny Hearted. I'm a dork. I was well prepared to be from the 90s. And I look forward to playing more games with y'all very soon. Yeah.
Perfect. Robin?
Hi, I'm Robin here on Dork Tales.
All right.
Fun.
Jen?
Hi, I'm Jen, and you can find me on Dork Tales or Paradox, Mage the Ascension podcast.
If you want more Mage, go to that podcast right now. Amy.
Hello, I'm Amy. Thank you for coming and watching. This was amazing. I love this character. I spent way too much time on my teapot. I'll tell people later. But yeah, you can find me at Paradoxical Ghoul and here on Dork Tales. So bye.
All right, and Christine.
Hi, Christine. I'm also Lady Liliana in the chat with my and I stream on my own Twitch channel as Lady Liliana, but you can also find me at Dork Tales for a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, I love this character, and I feel like we really need a game that I can play them in more because, oh my god, this one just clicked for me really hard.
If you want more Mage games, head over to Patreon right now and raise some noise in the chats and stuff like that. Let me know that this is the kind of stuff you want. I've been Kelly, your storyteller. Hope you've enjoyed this game. Another quick reminder that if you are available, Google the Crit Awards. On page 2, Christine is up for Best Independent Player. Go vote for her, please. She's listed under her title, Lady Liliana. That would be a big thank you. And from all of us to all of you, thank you for being here for Onyx Path Con and for being here on Dork Tales. We love you big much, and we will see you next time. Mage the Ascension of the Victorian Age returns on July 1st. We'll see you then. Good night, everybody.